अच्छा अच्छा ओके मैं भी आ रहा हूँ प्रभु जी आप इधर आ जाओ हरे कृष्ण आईटी मिनिस्टर वाइट वाला खोल कर रहा है बट अगर चाहिए तो दूसरा हमारे पास टेम्पल में एक ही होता है क्यों नहीं किया मैं कभी मानता ही नहीं रजिस्ट्रेशन ठीक है अब से हम लोग भी नहीं मानेंगे तो पता नहीं अब से हम लोग भी नहीं मानेंगे हम लोग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पार्ट ले Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
from our Sinhasana. Say one Mataji is there.
Damyanti Mataji? Okay, we will invite her.
She's dressed now. We will dress now.
Thank you.
And welcome to Gauradesh. This is a prasadam from our mission, Sinhasana.
Our Simhadari, original Simhadari.
Original
Not
Sinhasana.
Chinese
Are
Simhadari.
you originally from there?
Yes, we are very Simhadari.
We have temple here. Must come here. Definitely in the future.
Oh.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Hey, Prabhuji, this can be put on the side. Harmonium can be put on the side. Harmonium. Maybe in the side. Or that side. Prabhuji, or can be that side.
Okay.
No, in the side. You can't put it in the side, we'll just say. Okay. All can come little front, really nice. Can I have that in my bag?
Yeah.
सारे अभी आएगा सब
आना चाहिए प्रिंसिपली तो सभी अभी हम लोग कर सकते हैं भजन गाना है
नहीं अब जैसे बोले वैसे ये भजन उसके बाद okay then you give me how you give harmonium then you give some flat plus well you have any bass for harmonium? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the back we have. So we can.
No. Should I come out? Huh?
I will bring. हो जाएगा.
Not an issue. Okay. Oh, you can put that. Be careful.
Make a small introduction.
Okay. It's not coming out. Yeah, but this it's not coming out. I'll hold it. Okay. It's not coming out. This is okay. Fine. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. You are very welcome today to the Gauradesh for this special seminar in the auspicious presence of two great personalities. Many of you know already about them. Actually, we are expecting some more guests, and one family from Poland, they called me that they are also on the way. So hopefully they can also join when we begin. So before that, I would like to make a very humble introduction. Actually, both of them, they don't need any introduction. you know them and because of their seva and dedication, but because of my own purification and purification of all of us who are present here, we must glorify the Vaishnavas. This is the tradition, and this is for our purification, dear devotees. I normally have a lot of words to describe and introduce, but today I am falling short of the words. I definitely have no words, and I will try to make it very short and simple. If I want to do the proper introduction, then only I will speak and time will go, all the time will go. So I don't want to take your time because it's a very, very precious time. I will do a very, very humble and very short, abstract introduction. And so that I don't flow in the emotions, I will also refer to my notes. So I will just... So dear devotees, first I would like to say a few words about His Grace, respected His Grace Samba Prabhuji. He was born already in the Gaudiya Vaishnava family. Haribo! So this is something very, very special, dear devotees, that's taking a birth in the Gaudiya Vaishnava family. Then you don't need any other introduction because that itself says a lot. And dear devotees, Prabhuji joined Krishna consciousness, ISKCON movement at the age of 17 years. So at the age of 17, what we were doing, we know what we were doing at that time and what we were thinking, and quite aimless and no idea about spiritual life. And he joined full time in 1980. So 1980 and now 2026. It's already 46 years, dear devotees, more than 4 decades and 4.5 decades for this dedicated spiritual life for ISKCON, for Srila Prabhupada, for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's just not a number, dear devotees. It's a big dedication. And Prabhuji is the humble disciple of His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj. Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj, you know, he is the backbone of the ISKCON movement. And Prabhuji has a lot of things in his, how he served ISKCON and many, many milestones. For example, he set up the temple in Guwahati in 1980 when he joined full time, and that year itself he was instrumental in setting up a temple in Guwahati. And my dear devotees, I am from India and I know what it means to set up a temple in Guwahati, because this is the region which is, from all the aspects, it was backward region. Now it was ignored region, not only spiritually, materially also, not only materially, spiritually, every aspect. And that time making a temple in 1980 in Guwahati, it was serving the preaching mission for all the northeast region, Manipur, Mizoram, Arunachal, all these Nagaland, all these regions which are mostly forgotten. And giving Krishna consciousness in this region to the needy people was a big, big thing, dear devotees. Then Prabhuji served as the personal secretary of His Holiness Surabhi Maharaj, and he is known as the architect of ISKCON, the Vishwakarma. He is known as the Vishwakarma of ISKCON because His Holiness Surabhi Maharaj, he designed ISKCON Vrindavan temple, and Prabhuji was supporting him. He was the secretary, personal secretary, and he was also supporting him in his seva as an architect, as a Vishwakarma of ISKCON. And Prabhuji supported by contributing to the setup and construction of Prabhupada Samadhi in Vrindavan as well as in Sridham Mayapur, Gaur. Prabhu, Alexa, Prabhu, we can sort out. Sorry. Okay, yeah, mache es langsam, yeah. So Prabhuji served 10 years as the personal secretary of Surabhi Maharaj for many, many projects, as like in the construction of Sridham Mayapur Prabhupada Samadhi and Vrindavan Prabhupada Samadhi. So these are the big projects, actually, and very, very auspicious and important for us. As at the age of 21, he became the founding temple president of ISKCON Punjabi Bagh temple. So at that time, it was not easy to open a temple in that particular, as I mentioned, at the age of 21, I will say personally, I was mostly aimless and I have no idea of any spiritual life. And many of us have the same situation. And at that time, 21 years, when the energy is normally used in other different things in the life, in the material life, he was setting up a temple. He was a temple president at that age. This is something very, very unique and extraordinary thing. Seva. Hari Bol. Later, he served as the temple president of ISKCON Hyderabad, a big temple, very famous temple in Hyderabad, in 1996. And in 1999, together with respected Her Grace Nitai Sevini Mataji, he founded Visakhapatnam Temple. And here devotees, it was started in a small house with some Radha Krishna, pictures and small books, Srila Prabhupada books. And now, in the last, I think more than 2 decades, this has grown up in a big community now. 3.5 acre huge Krishna temple. And this temple is one of the biggest temple of ISKCON in south of the India, in whole south of the India. And there are many, many full-time devotees, like 46 full-time there, and 5,000 life members in this project. So this is how they have constructed such a big temple project in both of them together as an ideal Grasta and ideal dedicated devotees. So thank you very much, Samba Prabhu. I'm short of the words. I cannot say everything. I just make a very abstract and only key things. And I want to also say about Nitai Sevini Mataji something which is also very, very difficult for me, of course. But as a duty, I want to glorify myself. And I would say that Prabhuji was born in the Gaudiya Vaishnava family. And Mataji was born in the Pusti Marg family. Pusti Marg is from Vallabhacharya ji. Mataji is founded by Vallabhacharya ji. Yes. So this is one of the Pusti Marg is a very, very authentic Sampradaya, Vaishnava Sampradaya, founded by Sri Vallabhacharya ji, and Mataji was already born in that Sampradaya. So 2 great souls from authentic Sampradaya. Then Mataji joined as full-time ISKCON devotee in 1997 and got initiated from His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj in 1998 in Atlanta, USA. Mataji is a scholar, is a Vedic scholar, and she has earned a PhD degree in education, and she co-founded the ISKCON Visakhapatnam in 1999 together with His Grace Samba Prabhuji, and she also founded, I really like this project, but she founded a Divine Touch School for educating the children, a school like school for education of our children. So she founded the Divine Touch School with the aim of providing spiritually founded education for our children, which is the basic need. Hare Krishna Mataji. So welcome Mataji from Holland. She has traveled all the way from Holland. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So we are going to alle vorne rutschen bitte. We can just come a little bit forward because we are expecting more devotees. And if you come in the forward, then we will have more space.
Then you will leave this to that side so that the space will be there. Be careful. Give me a hand. You can put there.
Prabhu is also here. Wonderful Prabhu. Nice surprise. Wonderful surprise. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Come ahead, maybe. Divya Prabhu and our Sundari Mataji and Arundhati Mataji, they are running a big congregation in Holland, in Eindhoven. They are leading a big preaching movement there, and we are very grateful that they are here. Yes, dear devotees, I was just explaining and sharing some of the highlights and dedication of Nitai Sevini Mataji, that she is PhD and Vedic scholar in education and opened a school, founded a school, Divine Touch School for the spiritually founded education of the children. And she has authored 3 books, and on the YouTube she is like blasting everybody knows about the preaching in the Instagram, YouTube, the social media, which is also very, very important in the today's time. Why not Krishna devotees should be present in internet? If everybody else is there, Krishna devotees should be there. Everything we can use for the service of Krishna. So she is a speaker and spreading the Krishna consciousness, and as a speaker, she knows actually 5 languages very proficiently, very fluently. Hindi, English, Gujarati, Marathi, Telugu, Bengali. So many languages she knows very proficiently, and devotees are always saying, Mataji, please speak this language. She's always, demanded different languages. And I want to say one thing, dear devotees. These are just some of the facts and figures which I just spoke to you. That they opened a big temple. He became temple president in 21 years, in the age of 21 years, and they have a temple with 5,000 life members, with biggest ISKCON temple in south of India, and Mataji also have so many numbers and milestones in her life. But I want to say one thing, dear devotees. These numbers look very, very easy. These milestones look very easy. Okay, this. But when we really look into these things, and the time when it was done, all these things were done. When he became temple president at the age of 21 in 1980 around, from the Punjabi Bath temple, now it's a big temple community in Delhi. That time, sorry, I will make slow. Sorry for the translation. That time there were no resources, dear devotees. There are no facilities. And in doing all this seva, they have faced a lot of obstacles, a lot of pains, a lot of hindrances in this big journey. But with their dedication, with their tolerance, with their devotee qualities, and with the blessings of Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, blessings of Srila Prabhupada, they have overcome all the obstacles. They have done this big seva. And what we are doing now, a new generation devotees, so they make the cake, base of the cake, and we are just licking the topping of the cake, the cream of the cake. So this is what I want to say. So we have a great gratitude for them, a great, I will say, a thanks to them for coming here, and we are very fortunate that today, yes, they are speaking on a very important topic, congregation development, and how to build the congregation by the qualities of a devotee. This is a very, very important topic for us, dear devotees. And they are the ideal personalities who can speak on this topic, because they themselves have shown by their achar. It is not only prachar. They have shown by their achar how to make communities, how to develop temple communities in Guwahati, in Delhi, in Visakhapatnam, and they are their own communities, and they have then spread these things to other communities also. And they have visited many different communities worldwide and spoken about this topic of community development. And this is a very good, wonderful topic for today. So please welcome with Harinam 3 times. Hare Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. His Grace Sama Prabhu ki jai. His Grace Nitai Sevini Mataji ki jai. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande.
So you want to translate, I speak and then translate, or simultaneous translation?
Simultaneously, it's a real time.
Huh? Or if you want to translate, can give gap also. It's okay, no problem? Okay, I'll speak slowly then. Bhaja hure mana Srinanda Nanda Abhaya Charanar. Bhaja hure mana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanar Vrinda. Bhaja hure mana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanar Bhaja hure mana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanar Vindare. Somebody can play the kartal. His hand is. No, Prabhu. Give rest to your hand. Hey, please come. Bhaja hure. Also sing it. Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanaro Bindare. Bhaja hure mana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanaro Bindare. Dulapha manava janama satsangi Dulapha manava janama satsangi Taraha e bhava sindhure. Taraha e bhava sindhure. Sitayatapa bhatavarishana edina jamini jagire. Sitayatapa bhatavarishana edina jamini jagire. Bifale se binu vipanna dujana. Bifale se binu vipanna dujana. Bifale se binu Kripana dojana. 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 Chapala sukha labha lagire. Chapala sukha labha lagire. Edhana jauvana putra parijana ithe ki ache para titire. Edhana jauvana putra parijana ithe ki ache para titire. Kamala jala dala jivana tala mala. Kamala jala dala jivana tala mala. Kamala jala dala Jivana talamala kamala jala jala Jivana talamala kamala jala jala Jivana talamala kamala Bhajahu Hari Pada Niti Re Bhajahu Hari Pada Niti Re Sravana Kirtana Smarana Bandana Pada Sevana Dashare Sravana Kirtana Smarana Bandana Pada Sevana Dashare Savana Kirtana Smarana Bandana Pada Sevana Dashare Savana Kirtana Smarana Bandana Pada Sevana Dashare Pujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana Pujana Pujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana Pujana Pujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana Pujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana Pujana Sakhi Jana Atmani Vedana Pujana Govinda Dasaya Vilasare Govinda Dasaya Govinda Dasaya Vilasare Govinda You can read the translation in Germany.
Sorry, I can read translation in Russian. That's
Russian. Germany, nobody is there?
No, I just said you can do on. Or maybe Mataji, you can do the translation from English to German?
Wait, you can also do it in German.
Yeah?
Second, even now in English.
Can't you check if you wrote them that I can't do that. I told him just pause. Just come up here.
Mein lieber Geist, bitte verehre einfach die Lotosfüße des
Then?
If you want to read, you can read the English transfer. English
Okay.
They already read it in Russian.
Okay. I'll just speak. Over. So English translation. Bhaja Hurema. O mind, just worship the Lord's feet of the son of Nanda, which make one fearless. Having obtained this rare human birth, cross over the ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons. Both in the day and night I remain sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and cold, the wind and the rain. For a fiction of flickering happiness, I have uselessly served wicked and miserly man. What assurance of ideal happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons and family members? This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. Therefore, one should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Govinda. It is the desire, that great longing of Govinda Das to engage himself in the ninth process of bhakti, namely hearing the glories of Lord Hari and chanting those glories, constantly remembering him and offering prayers to him, serving the lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as servant, worshipping him with flowers and incense and so forth, serving him as a friend and completely offering the Lord once by very self. Thank you. Ajnanatimirandasya jnananjana salakaya chakshurunmritam jena tasmai shri Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachaya Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasti Pancha Kalpa Tarubhascha Kripa Sindhavaivacha Patidanam Pavani Bho Vaishnavim Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gauravani Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ajanulambita Bhujo Kanaka Badato Sankirtanaika Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambharo Dijabharo Jugadharma Palo Vande Jagat Piyakaro Karunavatharo Anarpita Charing Charat Karanaya Bhatina Kalau Samarpitam Unnata Savakti Siyam Hari Purata Sundara Dhuti Kadamba Sannipitam Sada Hidayaka Pandareswarato Vasachinanda Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yogam Sikharthameka Suparanam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari Kripam Buddhi Jastamham Prapate. So I'm very happy to see all of you. As I mentioned, this is the third visit I'm coming to this place. And today we want to discuss something important which we can take home and remember. Prabhuji was telling that discussion should be how as a congregation we can stay together and progress in spiritual life. As Srila Prabhupada has established, I may recall to you that in Gaudiya Sampradaya, we want to preach that is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Goswamis, Rupa Goswamis, Jiva Goswami Pad, other Goswamis, and the successor. Now, if you just think deeply, in India there are so many Vaishnava Sampradaya, other Sadhu Sampradaya is there. But Vaishnava Sampradaya, they have a different type of thoughts. So what we believe is the discussion between Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Lord is just the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord, He can be approached, we can have a relationship with the Lord. This is the first thing, that what we want to achieve. Yesterday, His Holiness Sivaram Maharaj asked a question. He says, Sama Prabhu, what is the purpose, sadhana and sadhya? What we want to do, like we have come here, what we want to do? So we want to establish relationship with the Lord with love, prem, Krishna prem. As we love worldly people, our family members, we want to love the Lord. In scripture, Ramananda Rai has described that the purpose of human life, the one should do Vishnu Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti. Vishnu Aradhati Pantha. Stay in Varnashram Dharma, like we are saying, that as a Varnashram, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Banprastha, Sannyas. Here mostly we are householders. So that is not a problem. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the followers, maximum they were householders. But yet they are a very great devotee. They used to spend 6 months Puri Yatra and 6 months at home. They used to walk for 1 month and stay there 4 months and then go back again 1 month, 6 months gone. Yet they are householder. So this means that a householder can be also great devotee. Narottama Das Thakur told very clearly that Gaurange Sangi Gane Nitya Siddha Karimane. The associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are not ordinary, they are that associates of Krishna. They are always devotee. And they are the people who are guiding us how to become a devotee. So Rupa Goswami Pad Goswamis, so many Goswamis, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, Jiva Goswami Pad, Sridhar Goswami, Baldev Vidhas, they wrote so many books. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. They wrote so many books to give clarity of vision, how to practice Krishna consciousness, how to establish relationship with the Lord. So one is that one should have. Then next sloka, Ramananda says, whatever we should do for Krishna. Jat juhosi jadasanasi, jat karosi jadasasya, jat tapasasi konteya, tat kurushi madarpanam. Everything, madarpanam, samarpanam to Krishna. Now, one may question that, Prabhuji, we are householder, how to have samarpanam? We have so many duties. Samarpan is that if the children is devotee, then household life, wife, children, husband, all are devotee. That's enough. Then if we can preach further, it's okay. But somehow if we make our family devotee, for household it's enough. But if you are doing more, that is like extra bonus. So I request that somehow make your family devotee. And if, as Srila Prabhupada told, one can preach in the family or in the state or the relations or family business relations, or those who are dedicated, they can preach in their community, state, city, country, whatever possible. That is extra. But we have to make sure as a devotee, we should make our family devotee. Next, Ramananda Rai, when he told that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, then next, what is the next? Then he said there should be jnanam. Nahi jnana savisam pravittam yamyatite. So Krishna is telling in Gita, there is nothing equivalent to jnanam. Krishna says only with the jnanam you can see, that jnana chakshu. So how to get the jnanam? Like you all are a devotee, you are coming. But if any problem happens, then say, well, I should not. Krishna has done to me like this. Like sometime we preach, those who are leaders, they know. And after some time, even after 5 years, 10 years, all of a sudden the person leaves Krishna Bhakti. Then maybe after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, you meet him, hey, where are you? I have not seen you for a long time. Prabhuji, Krishna has done to me like this. Krishna has done. Do you think I deserve to be like this? That means whatever good thing happened in my life, that I did it. If anything bad happened, then Krishna did it to me. So this is how we perceive. Our perception is wrong, right? So jnanam is compulsory. So many they came to Krishna Bhakti, so many they left also. Because they are not knowing what is the relationship. Chaitanya Charitamrita very clearly says. Gita also says that Mamevamsa Jivaloki Jivasanatana, that we are part and parcel of the Lord. And because we are part and parcel of the Lord, we can't leave Him. He is there. He is there in the heart. Sarvasya Cham Hridishan Nivishto. Where you will go? Lord is there in the heart. Like a black box. He is watching us very nicely. Whatever we are doing, good or bad, He is watching. And they're good, even devotion. Like, let's say, for example, we come to the temple, we do a lot of service. Prabhuji, I have done so much service, but nobody recognizes me. They see only my bad qualities, fault. This is not very good. But even if nobody knows, Krishna knows what you are doing. Krishna knows. So we should keep in this mind, the Lord is watching us. He is there. And what He says, that we can make a relationship with the Lord. Dasya, Santarasam, which the Adhikari are, the Muni Rishis and Kumara, Sanat Samarva. Raman Rai didn't mention. Because their Lord is very big, we are small, we are praying that much only. But here we are going as a step by step higher. That means we can be like a servant of the Lord, like Hanuman. But any mean he was serving nicely. What he was serving? Buddhi matam varishtham. When the service of the Lord, he had intelligence. For him, he had no intelligence, he's a monkey. But for the service of the Lord, he had a lot of Buddha. So he is buddhi matam varishtham. He had a lot of intelligence, highest. And what is our situation? As soon as Krishna's service, we give excuse. Right? Buddhi matam kanishtham. We don't have, very small. What we do? If temple authority says some service, many they do service, many they give excuse. Prabhuji, I want to do, but this is the problem. But this is the problem. That's why I didn't do it. But just imagine Hanuman, when he saw there is no way I can get the medicine. What he did? He didn't say, okay, I'll tell that, look, I tried, but I couldn't get, what can I do about it? But he took the whole mountain just to help Ram Lakshman. That is the correct way. Somehow you do it, right? Like so many Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur disciples went to different places, UK, Germany, some other country. They did something but could not do much. But Prabhupada didn't say like that. He went to America and he mixed with hippies. He was, you all know, he got so many trouble. But still, he was fixed. No, I have to do something. And he was determined. When some success came, he didn't live there. And he was really, each minute he was thinking how to push this Hare Krishna movement, Lord Krishna's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preaching all over the world. He worked very hard at the age and the old days with many health issues. I would request you all read Srila Prabhupada biography. You will be amazed how with fragile health he could travel and preach. So this movement is not ordinary. It's giving the details how we can establish relationship with the Lord. And as you spiritually progress, you can have established relation with the Lord. You can complain to the Lord. You can speak to the Lord. Only thing is you have to be a little bit determined. My request to all of you, it's not ordinary. Hanuman served wholeheartedly as a servant. Then, Daisya Shakya, you can be friend. Like Siddham, Sudam, Dambo, Sudam, Bodhisakha, Arjun, many, all Panchava, many they are friend of Lord Krishna. Many Brajabashis, they are friend of Lord Krishna. And then, Shakya Vatsalya. Lord can be your children. Like we see Prishni, Shutapa, Devaki, Vasudeva, Dron, Dhara, Nanda, Jashoda, Dasrath, Kausalya, Kardamba, devotee, many, they prayed to the Lord should ascend and become their child. The Lord reciprocated them, Lord became their child. So it's all up to us how much we want to work hard and get the Lord's blessings. According to our endeavor, hard work, we can get the blessings. Like let's say for example, tomorrow there's a construction and all this, after the prasadam, they say, leader will say that, can you take these bricks to that place? And somebody may carry 1 brick, somebody may carry 2 bricks, somebody may carry half broken brick, somebody may carry 6 broken brick, 6 brick or 8 brick. So there's a difference between 8 brick and 1 brick or half brick or 2 brick. So if somebody is having ability to carry 8 brick and is carrying only 1 brick, this is also service, but not maybe the best, unless that is his ability. So we should serve according to ability. If not at least, but still we should serve. It's not that we shouldn't. So service is compulsory, then Krishna reciprocate. But it doesn't matter how much you do, little bit, Krishna appreciate. Salvam apiyasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Even if you do little dharma, what Krishna says in Gita, neha vikramanasasti pratyavayo na vidyate salpam apiyasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Right? My request to all of you, you know what Srila Prabhupada told? That all the devotees, they should learn more slokas, especially the Indians. He said that Indians should learn 200, 500 slokas from, minimum 250 from Gita, 250 from Srimad Bhagavatam. So if you know this sloka, you can, and we're supposed to tell the sloka and preach. But now strain is different. But all should know thoroughly what Krishna says. Krishna has spoken 700, there's 700 sloka in Gita, 584 is 85 is spoken by Lord himself, and 84 is spoken by Arjuna, and 40 spoken by Sanjay, and Dhritarashtra is 1. So we are like a Dhritarashtra. We know only one, complaining. We have nothing to do but complain. For everything we have. We use our intelligence how not to serve Krishna. At the same time, Prabhu, we love him, right? Let's say if husband says, I love you, my dear wife, children, I love you, but I can't do anything for you. Do you think the marriage is last? Is going to last? Marriage? No. My dear wife, I cannot give you grocery, I cannot give you house rent, I cannot give you medical facility. No education for children, no clothes. But I from morning till evening, I can tell you I love you. Is it going to work? It's not. Similarly, wife says, my dear husband, children, I love you, but I can't do anything. It's not going to work. Similarly, if we love the Lord, we should do something for him. What is the sign of love? That by way of expression, not just speaking. Sometimes maybe wife said that, well, you do everything for me, but you don't speak sweet word. But sometimes the work speaks louder than the voice. We should speak. Right? We should do something. So those who work hard, that determination. So we should do something for the Lord. As I spoke this, I sang this bhajan, Savadam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam Bandhanadasham, Shikamahatma Nivedanam. So all should do some service along with the chanting. This is my request. You make sure do it some seva. Right? If you do seva, in Bengali there is very nicely saying, when Krishna came and Radharani was Krishna came and Radharani was keeping little arrogance and doesn't want to speak to Krishna. And Krishna spoke, everybody is a little antagonistic. Krishna left. Radharani then complained when Krishna left. Radharani complained, where is Krishna? He said, no, he left because he didn't like, we are a little bit upset. Then the gopi is this, the Radharani says, I may be a little bit, I was taking little more affection. That's why I kept quiet. What about you? Why you didn't do something about it? So if you do some service, seva. So there's a very nice saying in Bengali, the alankara. Seva janle keno seva jabe. If you do proper seva, then he will not go. Seva means he. Seva means also service in Bengali. So if you do seva, he will not go. So that means if you do service, let's say you are doing some service, what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Singara tan mandira marjanado, whatever we can do. What we can do? We can, how to come out from this the samsara davanala? How? By seva. By hearing Mahaprabhu Kirtan, by taking prasadam, Siviguru Aradhana. But we are stuck. We are stuck with the prasadam only. After that we don't go. The fifth stanza we are not going there. Siradhika Madhava Yorapara. That is not there. Only up to Mahaprasadam. That much only. Chaturvedhasi Bhagavat Prasadam Sadhana Triptan Hadvataja. Kitayu Tripting Bhajata Sadeva Bande Guru Sicham. There is a full stop. From there, another fourth stanza, we don't follow. That's another problem. If we follow another fourth stanza, something will get bigger. So we have to remember that every day morning we are saying, where is Sri Radhika Madhava? Where is Nichugajuna? Where is Sakshadharitana? Where is Jasya Prasada, Bhagavat Prasada? So what that means, what Srila Prabhupada says, we should follow. This is the ISKCON, is a movement founded by Srila Prabhupada. And he has written the books in his, advanced age, with all the best commentary possible. The Goswami's commentary, all the Acharya commentary, Madhavacharya, Ramanacharya, Krishna, Viragavacharya, Kinkula Shekhar. All these are Gaudiya Vaishnava. They are best commentary possible he has given in his Bhagavatam, Gita. So if we read Srila Prabhupada's books, and if we keep Srila Prabhupada in the heart, having a service mode, we'll be in bliss. Right? But if we don't, then bliss will go away. As our bhakti, we get the blessings. Now, question may come, Prabhuji, you all are full-time devotees, last many years you are practicing. What will happen to us? We are doing little. Whatever you do, it will fetch you. Slowly, slowly, let us go, whatever, wherever. If somebody chanting 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever you can do, don't go down. I request, human life is very rare. Bhaja Hore Manasyananandana Abhajarana Vindani. Charanara Vindani. Only Lord's lotus feet, there is no fear. Everywhere in this world there is fear. There is no guarantee for anybody's life. We can be anything. Anytime anything can happen. Right? Kamala Jaladala Jivana Talamala. As Kamala Jaladala Jivana Talamala means on top of lotus leaves, there is water. And if you have not lotus or lily leaves, it's big size. And the water, when the water is there, it shines like a diamond. Huge sign. They just say, sun sign is there, it will shine like a diamond. But it is flickering. In any moment, if the little wind comes, it comes down. Again, some other water will come. This life is like that. Our Bhagavatam, what he says, like when in the river, if some straw comes or some wood log comes, it touch, again it gets separated. Similarly, in the family, today we are in this, tomorrow will be with some other family. But what is the ultimate? By his wish, we have to, our destination is fixed. Whose wish? Supreme Lord, Supreme Govinda, Narayan, Krishna, Vasudev. So we have to have a fixed motto. Like Srila Prabhupada, many disciples, but some disciples, they did wonderful service. Not everybody. But Prabhupada blessed everyone, take up seriously. Prabhupada used to give a lot of importance to each devotee. Anybody comes to Prabhupada, Prabhupada would speak 2, 3 or 4 hours to convince him. Like this temple also built by Mataji. She's a lady, but see how much pain she has taken. This way back, 50 years back, Asaka Mataji. So way back, how much pain today to make one small flat or house, it takes so much energy. But from zero, somebody builds something. We should have appreciation. 2 days back, yesterday I was there in Budapest, day before I was there. I know Sibaram Maharaj for the last 45, 46 years. We have good relation with him. I never thought such a big, it's a huge establishment. And alone he has somehow collected finance. Beautiful. What is his purpose? That thousands of souls will be purified. Like Prabhuji introduced, in Visakhapatnam we went from scratch. And now Janmashtami is coming, we are expecting minimum 2.5 lakh, 3 lakh people. And it's a huge, huge program. All will get prasad. Just recently we had Rath Yatra, around 20,000, 25,000 people came. It's a huge program. But it takes a lot of energy. We have to take some pain. No pain, no gain. So everybody, now I say, Prabhuji, even the children, like any mother, how much pain she takes, father, how much trouble one takes to grow, to take care of few children. So everywhere is a pain. So what is the benefit of spirituality? If we follow spiritual life, what will happen? That jad gata nivartanti tadhama paramama. Jasmin gata nam nivartanti bhuya. Krishna is telling that you will come back to me. Right? And Krishna is telling very beautiful sloka. I would request that please read carefully. Gita is like a code book of, it's enough. But Bhagavatam is like more nectar is there. All the time you are merged. But Gita, if you listen carefully, hear carefully, Machitta sarva durgani mat prasada tarasati. He said, you just give your heart and your mind to me. Right? The gopis, they were thinking about Krishna. Nobody was knowing what is going on. One gopi is crying at home. She wanted to go and see Krishna, but she couldn't go. Then what happened? Mother-in-law asking that, why you are crying? Then she said, no, I am not crying. But she was crying to see Krishna. But what happened? When mother-in-law asked, she said, because there is smoke in the kitchen, so I am crying. Even in the olden days, they were using wood fire. So sometimes smoke comes. But actually, she is crying to see Krishna. So, if in your heart you are a devotee, nobody will notice. What you should do, what people think that is immaterial. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says very nicely, Ke toma ke kabe ki kotha koibe, se kotha bolile sunile ar ki cholibe. Bipode sampode rakhibe je pades tar kotha to bhebona. That what people say is immaterial. That's not going to run your life. Who is going to take care of you when you are in the distress? That is the Lord Himself. So, one is that Lord and Lord energy, and what we are, we have come, we'll go. Like we're sitting here, we have already taken the token. When you are going to, let's say we are in the queue, we have taken token, we don't know the token number. So, as soon as the counter token number such and such, you have to go there. So as soon as death personified comes, we have to go there. Now, it all depends what we do. And who is going to go first or second, we don't know. Some young can go earlier, old can go later. So it's a very vicious situation. So let us take what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, here is Gauradesh Nitai, he says he is crying, Jeev jago, Gora Chanda bole. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he says, wake up, Jivas. Koto nidra jao maya pisachir kole. How long you are going to sleep in the lap of maya, pisach? Pisach means big rakshas, right? Not little small one, right? So like Brahma Daitya. And if we are sleeping in the lap of Brahma Daitya, do you think, Amma, you are going to be happy? You are going to be happy, right? Let's say here a lot of rakshas are there. Can you be happy in that situation? So we are living, say, Prabhu, here is Maya, this Maya. Like one time one devotee told, Prabhupada, sometime I am in Maya. Prabhupada says, no, not sometime you are in Maya. You are all the time in Maya, sometime you are Krishna conscious. So, this world is full of Maya. Whatever you see, all Maya, Maya everywhere. There is no. So my request to you, despite all difficulties, stay together and do bhakti. And all together, all devotees, you may like, you may not dislike. Like there's a nice story that two boy and girl, they love each other. They are going for dating and all. So this is very careful. Listen this story. Two boy, girl, they are together. And then suddenly girl approached that, look, how long will keep on meeting like this, hiding everywhere? Let us get married. Then the boy says, you want to get married? I'm ready. So what? See, in my house, my mother is a cranky, she speaks a lot, bad. And I have sister, she's also mentally ill. And my brother doesn't like us. So if you want to marry, you have to tolerate and marry me. If you like me, love me, then you marry. The girl says, okay, whatever it is, I'll tolerate and I'll marry you. So what I'm trying to say is that we may not, sometimes in the community, we may not like someone. We may really see that this is true. But still, for the sake of Krishna, for Krishna Bhakti, we have to tolerate and do it. Like Prabhuji mentioned, we have a huge congregation. And we have, again, we are touched all over the world with many congregations. They are in touch through social media. But many problems, many issues is true. But still, our advice is that despite all difficulty, we should associate with the Vaishnavas, we should chant, we should purify. And that's the only way. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave 5 last instructions to Sanatana Goswami. You please remember, he said, first the Harinam chanting, then he said Bhagavad Shravan, daily hearing Bhagavad Katha. Then Nam Sankirtan, Bhagavad Shravan, Vigraha Seva, we should serve the Vigraha, we should serve the Vaishnavas. And going to the holy places like Mathura, Vrindavan, Navadvip. But not everybody can go to Dham. But what Narottama Das Thakur says, Jethanam Sankirtan, Setha Vrindavan. What is the Harinam? This is Vrindavan. While we are sitting here, we are speaking Harikatha, this is Vrindavan. This is Naimacharanya. This is Vrindavan. So, what is the Mahosadi of this world? What is the, panacea of this world? Harinama Manama Enechi Osadi Maya Nashiva Lagi Harinam Mahamantra Lautagmi. That only Mahosadi is there. Only Harinam, Harinam, Harinam. So anybody having problem to take prasadam? Anybody having problem? Everybody who doesn't like prasadam, we all like it, correct? And chanting is very simple things. We are not telling anybody. Grihe thako, bone thako, sadahari bole thako. Sukhe thako, dukhe thako, sadahari bole thako. Either you are at home or outside, wherever you are, you chant. Whether you are happiness or distress, you chant. That's what Narottama Das Thakur says. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling. So, only Mahosati, and the Bhagavatam last sloka, what he says? Nama Sankirtana Jesha Sarva Papa Pranasana. Only Harinam, nothing else. Only Harinam will save you. So Harinam, and how to chant, if you leave association of Vaishnava, we will lose taste. So somehow or other, like or dislike, let us associate somehow and practice and keep our Krishna Bhakti alive, Bhakti Lata alive. That will fetch us Krishna. So to establish relation, more bhakti, any mood, either Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhur, Kanjukala, that's okay. And our aim is Krishna Prem, and our process, we should be very clear. Whatever the process we can adopt, we should do it. After Nitai Sevini speaks, then she'll give also question answer. My request to hear carefully, and please take home. We came all the way from India. We are not asking you anything. We are asking that you please take Krishna Bhakti. That is the only wealth we have in this world. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not ordinary. Lord Krishna himself came as a Bhakta avatar to give you Krishna Bhakti devotion to the Lord, by which we all will deliver. And if we don't do it, what Narottama Das Thakur says, Janiya Suniya Bishakhaino, that we are knowingly taking poison. Who wants to take poison? But if we don't do, actually if you delete bhakti, devotion, chanting, in human life there is nothing is there. Only taking kutumba bharanya, only taking a family is nothing much. That's a part of the responsibility. That's what it says. The Vishnu Aradhyate Pantha, the purpose of human life to only practice Ram Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti, Govinda Bhakti, Vishnu Bhakti, that much only, nothing else. That is the main. Rest everything is, because life has to go, we do something, time pass, that much only. Thank you very much. I hope you have taken something from this, and I request any question, any doubt you have, after 1 hour we'll go for question and answer. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Nitai Bhagavan ki.
Dear devotees, I have one small announcement. We have enough prasadam for everyone. The devotees are cooking prasadam very delicious. So when we will finish the seminar, there is no hurry. We have enough time because the prasadam will start at 2 o'clock. So after the class of Mataji, we will have question answers and interactions, and you can prepare your questions, you can make your notes, and you can ask as many questions. We have time. They are very generous and very, very merciful that they are giving so much opportunity for us. To reset this, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, this is okay. Hare Krishna. It has to go a little bit up. Hare Krishna. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Pankajanabhaya Namo Pankajamalini Namo Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajani He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusudevi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sumagyanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha HG Nitai ki Jai Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Gurudev ki Jai Hare Krishna. I'm very happy to be here at the ISKCON Cologne Temple. The last time I was here, it was in the year 1998. So it's like almost 28 years for me to come back, and I have very nice and wonderful memories of this temple. When I came last time, the Gauradesh deities were there, and of course we came on a very short visit. We were transiting, so I think that was a Sunday program, and I just peeped in, saw the deities. Mataji was giving class, And then we also had very nice prasadam in that little garden that you have. And I was just telling Omkar Prabhu that I still can't forget the smell of the freshly baked bread and homemade jam. And for me, it was very new because you can imagine, 98, I was also a young girl, newly married, and first time visiting a place outside India. Now, of course, in India also people bake and all, but those days it was very new and I really liked the temple atmosphere. Of course, uh, I had been in Krishna consciousness since childhood, but a life of a full-time devotee first started from here. Like my coming to Cologne, and then from here on we went to US, and then we were there for a year or so, serving in Atlanta and Miami Temple. So today Prabhu asked us to speak on community, how to have a healthy community, how to have a loving and nourishing community, which actually is so challenging because it says in the Bhagavatam that in Kali people are misguided, lazy, quarrelsome, short-lived. There are already so many qualities of Kali Yuga. And in that kind of situation, to expect to live a very beautiful life or loving life is such a big challenge. In fact, for to speak about two strangers fighting, nowadays even to adjust in one's own home is such a challenge. In fact, in India from where I come, in the 30, 40, 50 years back, we lived in joint family. Our father's brother, sister, their children. And now slowly the joint families have disintegrated and nuclear family. Only husband, wife, and then 2 children. And now even that is not okay. The husband is living separately and wife is living separately. Though they are married, it's becoming so difficult. Because actually, when your education increase, when you become more educated, when you read more widely, you are supposed to become more inclusive. Supposed to become more inclusive of people, accommodate people. But on the contrary, it's becoming different. People are becoming exclusive. They don't want to compromise. They don't want to adjust. They don't want to appreciate others. We have developed a fault-finding tendency. So many things are happening. So I thought to speak on how we can have a healthy community and give you some tips on that. But before that, as he was speaking, I just thought maybe I can share my story with you. Because what we started many years back also was a big challenge. Because I was 18-year-old, just got married. We came to the US. I'm passing through Cologne, Frankfurt. We were here for like maybe 1 week or something, and then went to the US. And then we started, we were doing good, under His Holiness Keshava Swami Maharaj. And I was taking care of the gift shop at the Miami Temple. And in a year or so, we got completely adjusted to the atmosphere. And those days, we didn't have access to computer. So me and my husband used to walk down to the public library. And then we opened a Hotmail account. It was all very new for us, having an email and all. And one day, a pop-up comes up. I get an email from my Guru Maharaj saying that, why not you come back to India and open a center here in some city, which I don't know the name of, Why us? Because my Guru Maharaj said that there's some group of people who are working against ISKCON, our organization, and opening parallel branches everywhere. So maybe your wife can speak in Telugu language and maybe you can come and preach here. So that will be a big help. That day we walked back from the library and we were thinking like, Guru Maharaj has given us an instruction that come back to India and do some preaching there, but we are all well settled here and also, what do we do? So we're still discussing, whole night we never slept. At the end of the morning, just before going to Mangalarti, Prabhu was going for taking bath and he said, you know what, let's pack up, let's go. I said, are you sure? Because, we're all set here and we were in our comfort zone. Wonderful community, My husband was a vice president. There was Maharaj was the president. Everything was wonderful. Then he said no. Just before he left for taking bath, he said no. Let's pack up. So that's it. That evening we went to Maharaj and we said, Maharaj, we're going back to India. And Maharaj said, what? Are you crazy? Was the first word. Why would you do that? You are all settled here. You're doing good for you. Why India? My husband said, well, it's Guru Maharaj's instruction. So when Guru gives you an instruction, then he also empowers you. The instruction is not a dry instruction. When an instruction comes from the Guru Parampara, it's coming from Krishna. So then we said, Maharaj, we have decided and we are going. That's it. Within a week or so, we winded up everything. We don't know where we are going. We don't even know what is that place, somewhere in South India. I haven't even heard about it. We packed up, booked a ticket, landed in India. When we landed in India, we landed in Delhi. Got down from the airport. We went and purchased a second-hand car, put our luggage in that, because we don't even have a place to stay. So we just put the luggage in the car. And then we said, now we have to go to that place, right, where our Guru Maharaj is asking us to open the center. But we don't know where is that place. So those days we didn't have Google Maps. And in India we didn't have that many internet centers. So what we did is, we went to the railway station, right from the airport. In the railway station we purchased a book. That book is called Road Map to India, Road Map India. And then we on our bonnet of the car, we opened the map and we were locating this place what our Guru Maharaj has put in the email, right? So it says Vishakhapatnam, and we haven't heard this name in our life. What is this Vishakhapatnam? We haven't seen there, we haven't been there. We saw the road map and we figured out it looks like it will take 3-4 days just to reach that place, because we are in Delhi and that's down south. And that's it. We packed up some fresh bread, amul butter, some fruits in the car, and we started the drive. We stopped in Gwalior and then we stopped in a few places in North India. And finally, one evening, it was getting dark. We thought we will rest here, and we saw on the hill there is some beautiful light. So we asked somebody, why is there light on the hill? It's like, what is special? They said it's a very special temple of Lord Narayan. Oh, we said, really? And then we asked them, how far is Vishakhapatnam? So they said, well, just an hour drive from here. Then we thought better we stay tonight, take blessings of Lord Narayan, and then next day morning we'll go to Vishakhapatnam. So we took rest. Next day morning we had a nice prasadam after a long time, a hot rice and nice prasadam, the temple prasadam. And then we drove to Vishakhapatnam. We checked in a hotel, and my husband said, you take rest. I will just go around and see the city, because now we have to start the ISKCON center here. So I was in the hotel, my husband took bath, went around, in the city, because now we have to rent a place. To start the ISKCON center, we have to rent a place. So he went in the morning, around 9:30. It was 10, 11, 12, evening 5. He never came back. I got scared. What happened, because those days we didn't even have cell phone, no communication. And we have just come 3 days back from the US. And I was worried, what happened? Where is he? At evening 5 o'clock, the hotel intercom phone rang. My husband called me from some STD booth. In India those days, there were these STD booths you can call, phone calls. And he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just getting worried. Where are you? You left in the morning. He said, no, I've just been moving around the whole city, Did you eat something? I said, no, what do I eat? Because I don't even know anybody here. Then he said, you should have gone down. There's just a fruit stall, where they sell fruits. I said, I'm very scared. I said, I don't know anybody here. You please come back. So he said, yes, I'm coming. And he was telling me many things on the phone. When he came back to the hotel, he said, you know what? Krishna is so kind. I said, what happened? He said, a whole day without water, without prasadam, I was just moving. And finally, in the evening when I made this call to you, after I hang up, the person who's the owner of that STD booth, he told me that, Swamiji, I have 3 sons. All the 3 sons are, settled in America. I have a 3-story beautiful house. Would you like to take it and start your ISKCON center? And I said, oh my God, Krishna is just so kind. And then my husband said, we are going tomorrow and we'll just see the place. So next day we went and we saw that place. It was too huge for us because we were just 2 people. Then we said, well, he's willing to give it to us, so we will start. So then we brought a Radha Madan Mohan's photo, ISKCON Hyderabad deities. And then we wrote a letter to BBT if they can give us some books. They said, we don't give credit, you need to pay up front. So we paid up front because in ISKCON, when you start something new, the only thing that they give you is blessings. No money. Money you have to arrange. So then, whatever we had saved in Miami, we paid the money and they sent us books. And then we bought a red color carpet because we wanted to spend as less as possible because we have to see our finances. We bought a red carpet and there was something, in India, everybody has a showcase where they put a TV, So we had that place, we put Radha Madan Mohan photo, a red color carpet and some books. And we are ready to go. We start the ISKCON center. So we went to the internet cafe and I wrote an email to my Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, by your blessings, we are here at Visakhapatnam and all set. It would have been so nice if you would have come and blessed us, and then, it would have been so wonderful. And with your blessings, we would have started. But however, this is a situation. Now, at that moment, I realized when I got my Guru Maharaj's reply back, that how hypocrite we can be sometimes. I had written to him with lot of love and affection saying that if you come, it would have been so nice. But when he actually replied that he's going to come, I was shocked. No. I mean, who comes just like that? It was just formalities that I understood my heart, how crooked I am. I mean, I thought I was inviting him, is it not? But when he said yes, I was not happy. Because I was not ready. I was not ready at all. How will I do it? How can he just say yes just like that? He's supposed to say yes, my blessings. How can he say he's coming? So he wrote to us saying that His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj is also coming to Visakhapatnam in the next 10 days. And he's coming with some 700 devotees on a yatra. So they don't know because we don't exist yet. ISKCON center doesn't exist. So they have made their own bookings in Simhachalam. Now I'm from Simhachalam, not new Simhachalam, the original Simhachalam in India. So they had already made their bookings up the hill in the temple. And they don't even know we exist because we just arrived from the US to start an ISKCON center. So my Guru Maharaj said, it would be very nice if I come. Then it will be like welcoming Radhanath Swami Maharaj because I'm GBC for South India. So that would be very nice. Now we thought, very nice, but how do we make all the arrangements? So anyway, we can't tell that to him. So we said, wonderful, we are so happy. We are very, really happy that you are coming, Guru Maharaj, and we'll make all the arrangements. And then we started making arrangements. So we didn't have to start with a bed for him to sleep, a bed, a sofa, an internet connection, a gas connection, gas stove, kitchen utensils. I was just making a list because we were just surviving on some curd rice and fruits, And then we started making a list, what all required. And now where's the money for all that? And those days in India, to get a phone connection, those days we paid 40,000 rupees to get it in 2 days because otherwise you have to book it. They will take some 1 month time for you to get a phone connection. Gas connection is more difficult than phone connection. So we had to pay everywhere outright money. Now we were just looking at our budget, we were just running out of money. So we bought gas connection, we bought telephone connection because those days also Guru Maharaj used to be on laptop and he needs an internet, We got the internet connection. Now we were thinking, what about the bed and the sofa? So we went to a furniture shop and then we were negotiating with him, how much, this and that. Now my husband said, this is out of our budget, let's walk out. I said, let me try. I'm a Gujarati, business girl, brought up in Gujarat. I will do something, So then I started speaking with that shopkeeper in my broken Telugu. I didn't know Telugu so well those days. I knew a little bit, broken Telugu. And I started convincing him. And in India, you can imagine, 28 years back, if you say somebody is coming from America, it's a very big thing. So I just, banged on that. I said, my Guru Maharaj coming from America, very fat. So, not sure this sofa suit him. The suit I take, otherwise back. Something I told, a little bit. I don't know what that guy felt on looking at me, or it's just Guru and Krishna's mercy. Nobody will agree like that. And he agreed. He said, okay, you take it. But if it doesn't suit, you give back. And if it suits, you pay money. I said, sure, fair enough. If he's okay, he sits, then I pay money. Okay, finally we got it on before he changes his mind, hired the auto, put everything, this one sofa, one single sofa like this, and one bed. Put it on the auto and send it to our center. Now we were all ready. Who's going to cook for him? I don't know how to cook. The only thing that I survived in my little temple was cornflakes and peanut butter and bread. And the devotees used to cook, and that was not my seva. My seva was gift shop. I don't know how to cook. I was going to cook for Guru Maharaj. Now one thing, I was not worried because I thought anyway, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj is coming with the devotees and we will take Guru Maharaj there for prasadam. So I thought morning I'll cut fruits for him. Lunch we will take with Radhanath Swami Maharaj. And whatever items my Guru Maharaj doesn't eat on lunch, I will make sure and pack them in the tiffin for dinner. And the next day morning anyway, he goes back. So my problem is sorted out. And he would never know that Nitai Sevini doesn't know how to cook. So it's all done. Now everything was okay. But the last moment I remember, the Guru Maharaj is coming. Where is the ISKCON board? ISKCON center. Now those days it was not that easy. It's not that you go and give a print, a flex, and the flex comes out. No, you have to buy a thing, welding, paint it, let it dry, then actually, an artist will write down. Now that takes at least 2 days. Now I went to the artist and he said it will take 2 days. I can deliver to you tomorrow morning by 9:30. But Guru Maharaj was supposed to arrive in the morning. So I told my husband, you go to the airport and pick him up. By the time you bring him, I will put the board, ISKCON, Tempel, so it looks nice. He said, okay. So he went to pick up Guru Maharaj, and I was doing the last moment things and fix up the board and everything. Now while I was fixing the board, they already arrived. I was late. So the van came and I was still fixing the board. And then Guru Maharaj put the, the window down and he said, Nitai Sevini, what are you doing? Get down, otherwise you will fall. I wanted to tell him I'm already fallen. Doing so much just to impress you. And then anyway, I got down, I couldn't fix the board, and he was like, okay, now let's get going. And then he said, well, so I'm tired, long flight. And I said, Guru Maharaj, no, plus take some fruits at least. Because I'm ready with the fruits. So I cut the fruits and all, and said, Guru Maharaj, take some fruits. And after taking fruits, he said, I'll take a little nap, and then we'll go and meet Radhanath Swami Maharaj. I said, wonderful. So he took some fruits. We all went by drive. My husband was driving, Guru Maharaj in the front, I'm sitting in the back. Guru Maharaj's secretary, Ganga Prabhu, in the back, and we all went to meet Radhanath Swami Maharaj. They all had conversation, they had prasadam. My eyes were fixed on the plate, What is the item that he's not eating? I can adjust it for the dinner, Finally, I got whatever he hadn't eaten. I packed it up in my tiffin box, and then we were ready to go. On the way back, after the darshan at Simhachalam, I thought I'm done, successful. I was so proud of myself that everything went so perfectly. All the way back when we were driving, my eyes were on the tiffin. It's done, it's done, it's done. And just when we were about to reach the center, Guru Maharaj looked back and he asked me, is there a program in the evening? So I'm supposed to tell him honestly that there is no program because we just came 10 days back. We don't know anybody here. I thought he'll think so bad about me. I wanted to impress him. I said, yes, Guru Maharaj, the program will be there in the evening and the hall will be full. Around 6:30. He said, really? I mean, he was impressed. In 10 days, these guys are doing such wonderful preaching. I said, yeah, around 6:30. He said, yes. And then Guru Maharaj left. And then I told my husband that, now what should we do? He said, what should we do or what should you do? Because I didn't speak the lie. It was you. But at least you can help me. He said, only Krishna can help you. I'm not helping you. You spoke the lie. You're supposed to tell Guru Maharaj, we don't know anybody here. I said, okay, now what? The lie is spoken. I need to do something now. Then Guru Maharaj went to take rest. Ganga Prabhu take rest. My husband taking rest. I'm just walking up and down. What do? Who should I call? How should I have the program? And it's late in the afternoon. And mind you, devotees, in India, now they're very active. In those days, 28 years back, people take nap in the afternoon. They get up only in the evening, 4:30. But even till today in Visakhapatnam, in some city, some areas, they will sleep. But I thought one thing, just like Draupadi, she called out on Krishna. Krishna, please help me, please. I was just calling out. I just felt at that moment like Draupadi. You have to protect my honor, Krishna, please. I promised that to Guru Maharaj, please do something. But I remembered one thing, that when Draupadi asked that, she also tried, right? She initially held the sari and was not allowing Dushasana. I said, even I have to do something. I can't just sit and say, Krishna, please help me. I need to do something. So what I did is, I went around. I don't know anybody there. I just went around and I knocked everybody's door. And they're like, all sleepy, yes. And like, I'm from ISKCON. My Guru Maharaj came from America. And he's evening going to give discourse. Would you like to come? And they were all looking at me like, looks like a good girl from a good family. Why would she be doing that? Knocking everybody's door from door to door, They asked me, do you want some water? Do you need something? I know, just, can you come in the evening? Our center is right there, a nice discourse on Gita. And I don't know, and I was not sure whether they will come or not, but I thought only one thing, like Krishna says, right? You just do your endeavor. The result is Krishna's problem, not mine. I've completed all the house in the lane, every lane. By the time I came back, it was 4:35. At 5 o'clock, Ganga Prabhu came down and he said, Mataji, Guru Maharaj is taking rest. Shall I wake him up for the evening program? I said, no, please allow him to take a rest. He should rest, so much. Let him rest. I will let you know. Please allow Guru Maharaj to take a rest. He said, okay. 5:15, 5:30. And my heart is beating so fast now. What's going to happen? 5:45, 6 o'clock. Dear devotees, here is HG Nitai. Believe me when I say this. 6 o'clock. People started coming. By 6:30, hall was full. The hall was completely full. And I very proudly went upstairs and I told Ganga Prabhu, will Guru Maharaj be late? Because devotees are waiting. Devotees are waiting for Guru Maharaj. And Ganga Prabhu said, I will just wake up Guru Maharaj. And I said, yeah, because devotees are waiting, so Guru Maharaj. He said, I told 6:30, right? So I said, yeah. And then he woke up Guru Maharaj, he got ready, and then Guru Maharaj came down, and those days this is before stroke, right? 28 years ago, in his big, elephant style with his big danda. They were all very happy, seeing an American Swami, and they were so happy. And then Guru Maharaj sat, and he looked at me, and I was so proud, yeah. And then Guru Maharaj asked me, so, do they understand English? I'm supposed to say, right, but I said, I told the truth, they don't. Oh, okay, and then what about Telugu translation? Can you do it? Because you're from. Now I'm supposed to say that Guru Maharaj, I lost touch of Telugu, I don't know. And I just said, okay, I'll translate. Now I thought one thing in my mind, look at my crooked mind. I thought the ISKCON lectures are almost all the same. I'm no body, soul, Hare Krishna. That much I can manage. Same thing it will be. You are not this body, you are soul, chant Hare Krishna, eat Prashadam, devotee association. That much I can manage. The only thing is that they just need to laugh at the right time. If they laugh at the right joke, that much I can manage. That much Telugu I can manage. At the first time, I am not a demigod worshipper. The first time in my life, at that time, I prayed Saraswati Devi. Please, please, please be there on my tongue. May the right word come and I should be able to translate in the right way. And Guru Maharaj started the class and he's looking at me and then he's speaking and looking at me. And then I, with a lot of difficulty, a little bit, and I did the translation and they did laugh at the right time and they were all so happy with the class, At the end of it, Guru Maharaj was so satisfied. And then, I don't know how to cook, so I just arranged some bananas, So everybody who left, we just gave them some bananas and then they all left. And then Guru Maharaj was so happy. Then he called me at the end of the, after everybody left and he said, I'm really happy. And then he took out his danda and put it on my head and he said, I pray for you and bless you that everything will go wonderful and your Visakhapatnam center will come out, very beautifully. So that was what he told us in the year 1999, right? That's how we started our small center. Maybe it was just like this, like your room. We had, and we didn't have DTs at that time. Then in the month of around July, me and my husband were discussing that we should have deity. So then my husband went down to Puri, Jagannath Puri. Then he got Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and we had deities. So it was me and my husband, and then we got 2 more devotees, from Mayapur. And then we were doing nicely. Now by the end of July, when it started raining and all, my husband's health was not suiting. His eyes were becoming red. He has asthma problem. Visakhapatnam is right on the beach. It's very humid there. So every day he was taking SOS medicines, he was taking steroids. But at one point in time, the doctor said, Mr. Das, I don't think you can stay here. How long will you take steroids? Steroids are like life-saving drugs. You just take them at the last instant. You don't take them every day. So how long will you take this? Vizag is not suiting you. So I told my husband, let's pack up and go. Let's tell Guru Maharaj it's not possible because, you have to survive to carry forward his seva. And he's not even sleeping whole night. Nose is blocked, eyes are becoming red, asthmatic, whole night is, and we will just go back, to Delhi or go back to US. And Prabhu said, well, this is our Guru Datta Desh, how can we just leave? Somehow we will carry forward. So what my husband started doing is, Visakhapatnam to Hyderabad, it's like 700-800 kilometers. So he was going there by flight, stay in Hyderabad on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday come back to Visakhapatnam, Saturday, Sunday be with me, again Monday go back, so that when he goes to Hyderabad he can breathe for some time and then again come back 3 days in Visakhapatnam. Now our life started like that. And now is coming Janmashtami. We have to prepare for Janmashtami. And mind you, my age at that time is 18, very young, just 18. And then Prabhu was not there, he was always traveling up and down. And then, slowly, I had to organize the whole Janmashtami festival. In those days, we didn't have internet, so the yellow book, make some phone calls, local landline calls, go to different schools, invite people. And somehow our first Janmashtami also went very well. In the year 1999, August, we had like 800 people attend our Janmashtami program. Then, of course, another set of problems started. There was another parallel group which calls themselves Prabhupada ISKCON. They are Prabhupada ISKCON and we are ISKCON. So now the fighting started. So Prabhupada ISKCON people, they go to people and say, we are ISKCON. We say, no, we are ISKCON. Now people were frustrated with us. Oh, ISKCON, you people are fighting. What is this? You are devotees? Now we don't know what to do. So we were not able to collect, we were not able to maintain. Everything was becoming very difficult. Then we approached the government to get land. We want to construct a temple. The Prabhupada ISKCON also approached the government. So the district collector, he signed the paper saying, ISKCON is having fight, don't give land to anybody. He just marked it and left. And then he got transferred to Port Blair, Andaman. And then some other collector came and we kept on trying. Meanwhile, this other ISKCON, they had some feud among themselves. Now see, I don't know how long I can go, but I tell you, if I tell you this whole story, you will think, how can something like this happen? I was in a departmental store, Fresh Choice. I was with my cart, buying some groceries and all. I saw one lady walk right in front and she was having tilak. I said, Hare Krishna. She said, Hare Krishna. And I said, are you a devotee from ISKCON? Yeah, we are Prabhupada ISKCON. And he said, okay, I understood. And somehow, in that 15-20 minutes, we both developed a rapport. I was talking. Can you believe how Krishna's arrangement? See, nobody is close to you on one meeting, right? You need several meetings for somebody to share their heart with you. But I don't know what is Krishna's arrangement. She shared her heart with me. She said, I'm not happy. There is an issue going on. I don't know why I got into this. Actually, I married a devotee because I thought I can go to America. Because ISKCON devotees, you can get visa. Instead of going to America, I came off to Visakhapatnam. This is a village. I'm not at all happy. Then I said, you know what? I came from America. So I can help you to go to America. She said, really? I said, yeah. Come back to ISKCON. Leave Prabhupada ISKCON, join our ISKCON, and then I can speak with the GBC authority and arrange your visa. And she said, wonderful. when can we meet? I said, today evening. She said, okay, 7 o'clock, your center. I said, fine. When I came back and told my Prabhu, he said, oh, this is all women talk, Mataji's talks. This is not going to work. Her husband will definitely say, no, no. I said, I don't know, I just tried, maybe they will come. They actually came, 6:37. Both husband and wife, they came and they said, well, let's negotiate on the table. We're ready to close the account, center, get us visa. I said, okay, fine, great. So we had all that talk. And then that year, in the month of January, we took them, the couple, to Chennai. And His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj and other GBC spoke to them and said, okay, fine, we'll get you a visa. Now, I was very happy that finally the center is getting closed, the fightings will stop. And more than anything, I was very much interested in that board. You know, they had a lighting board, is gone. I thought, I'll take that board. What all I'll take from them? They have a nice teakwood table, they have a nice altar, all that we'll get, you know. And I was really excited that everything in there, they have big utensils for making sweet rice, everything will be ours. So fine, everything is wonderful. Now we are waiting for them because winding up takes time. They will close. So every Saturday, me and my husband, we are going for a drive, you know, and we purposely drive through that Prabhupada ISKCON center. Did they close? The lights are still on. And finally, after that, we went, somewhere out of station, and we came back in 15 days. And that Saturday, the light was off. Oh, that means the center is closed. So everything is wonderful. Now, those days, communication was not so good because of lack of cell phones, you know. Not everybody had a cell phone. So finally, we were waiting because I also heard they had a big bank balance. So we thought we'll get that money, buy a land, super preaching will start. After 1 or 2 months, we came to know that they already left, center is closed, and they have left for visa and all that. I said, what about the bank balance? They said when they left, they made a condition. Anybody but not Vishakhapatnam ISKCON should get that balance. So that money got transferred to other ISKCON center near Mayapur, which is Calcutta. I said, why so? That's the condition they made. Then my husband said, forget it. That which is not ours, why to get attached to it? Anyway, it's not ours. Then I thought, okay, forget it. At least we'll get the ISKCON board and all that, you know. So that we got. They have also had big DTs, Jagannath DTs. So they gave the DTs, they gave some board, they gave some harmonium, some bandridanga, some things. And we got that, but we couldn't get the bank balance. But we thought, anyway, it's all right. They're gone. Now we'll preach happily. But we never knew that the real nightmare now starts. In the morning when my husband is giving, some people come walking and say, you are a thief, you are a thief. What did we do, sir? So you've taken donation from us and you said you will give a cottage on the hills of Tirumala Tirupati temple. Where is our cottage? Sir, it's not us, sir. It's Prabhupada ISKCON. Oh, what's all that Prabhupada ISKCON? You are having tilak, kanti, same. Don't speak all that, you know. Give the money back. Where we get the money back from? Give Bhagavatam said, give this, give that. Oh, we face so many problems. And then, of course, it's a big, long story. Finally, government allotted us this land. But in India, to get the land process done, it's a big thing. It goes from one table to another, and everywhere you need to give some bribe. Otherwise, the files don't move. And finally, you know, we were trying, we didn't have money. The only thing we had was Hare Krishna World video cassette and agarbattis. And they were not interested in that incense, so they wanted money, and we didn't have that. So every day, every Saturday, me and my husband, we used to drive to that place, which the government had going to allot to us in future. They had marked it for ISKCON. And my husband worked with Surabhi Swami, who was the then architect of ISKCON. So we both used to decide, this will be the temple, this will be the Govindas, this will be the guest house, this is how the temple will be, every Saturday, for months together. And then in 2001, I took my Brahman Diksha, went to Vrindavan, and I got sick. So for 3-4 months, we never went to that place because I was sick, cough and cold. After a few months, when I went there, already somebody was building the boundary wall. We said, hello, this is ISKCON. What ISKCON land? What is this? Why are you constructing wall? He said, we don't know. We are a mason and labor. We've been given contract. No, I don't know whose land is this. Then we ran to the government office. It was Saturday evening. We want to talk to them that this is ISKCON land. Why is it being given to somebody else? But nobody's talking to us. And then the district magistrate, the district collector's secretary, he came out and he said, Sambadasji, please come. I want to tell you something. Then he said, already the other people have given bribe. This land is no more yours. The collector has written to the government saying that ISKCON is not interested in this land. This land is not yours. We said, what is this? This is our land. Then we don't know what to do. We ran to Simhachalam, Narasimha Swami. We took some Charnamrita water. We took some Tulasi. We came back. We put it all over the land. Narasimha Swami, this is your land and you have to protect it. Now my Prabhu said, Narasimha Swami will protect his land, but we also have to do something. So that day, that night, he took a train to Hyderabad to meet the higher officials, to talk to them. Now that was the first time I gave a Sunday feast class. I never give class, my husband gives class. So I was giving the Sunday feast class. There are not many people, maybe just like 5 or 6 of them, and I'm speaking something. My husband is in Hyderabad, and one gentleman walks in, very good and bright looking, with white plain shirt, full sleeve. He walks in. After my class, he says, Madam, can I talk to you? I said, yes. Well, wherever I go in India, ISKCON has big centers. How come you don't have a center? It's a small rented place. Is it ISKCON or is it your house? I said, well, I just bragged. I said, well, we also have a beautiful 3-acre land just facing the ocean, so the work is going on and we are working with the government. Then he said, hold on, madam. That's not your land. I know that. I'm a real estate person. That land has been purchased by this person. Then I thought better to tell him the truth. Then I said, can I tell you something? Actually, we had applied for that land and this is what happened. Then he said, madam, this is not the way to sort it out. You can keep going to every government office, nobody will help you. I know somebody who is a brother-in-law of the revenue minister of Andhra Pradesh and I will help you. So do one thing, call your husband. I said, I don't have cell. My husband has cell, I'll give you the number, can you call? He dialed and then I spoke and he said, Mr. Das, come back. That's not the way to do. I'll tell you what to do. Can you believe this? How Krishna was taking test every step. But at the same time, when we were patient, Krishna was also sending the solution. He was sending somebody to help. This person walked out of the blue to help us. And of course, it was a long story. My husband had to go maybe like 756 times in the train, Visakhapatnam, Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam, on the general compartment, sometimes standing there whole night near the restroom and bathroom because you can't get seat to sit, and then keep going and pursuing the government, to get us the land sanctioned. Finally, after a long struggle in 2005, we got the land and we were so happy. But then again, there was another issue. When we got the land, they said you have to pay within 2 months because the chief minister is a Christian. And if that comes to his eyes, he will manipulate the geo. So before even it comes to his strikes his mind, just pay off in 2 months. How do we pay? We're supposed to pay 32 lakhs. And we didn't even have 1 lakh in the bank. Oh, that was again another big marathon. But somehow Krishna was very kind. In 2 months, we called everybody. We called our Guru Maharaj. We called everybody. Guru Maharaj said, not required. Why to purchase such a big land? Take something in future. Forget it. Nobody was helping us. We didn't know what to do. But my husband was determined. Finally, in 2 months, we could raise the money. We purchased the land. We had a grand Bhumi Puja. And then we thought, now we got the land, we'll make a temple. And when we gave the plans to the municipality for, order for construction, they said, you can't construct anything here. This comes under sand dune area. This comes under CRZ, Coastal Regulatory Zone, next to the ocean. You can't construct anything, better you sell the land. We said, we are not doing this. After all this struggle, we are not selling this land because we have dreamt every inch of it, how it's going to be, where the pujari room, where is the temple. Again, another few years, till the Hindu government came in center in India, in Delhi, and then we got a special permission. And then in 2017, we started the construction of the temple finally. And then of course we had Corona and all those issues, but now the temple is almost coming to and a beautiful project is coming up. So why I shared my journey with you is, Krishna will take test. One has to have patience. Krishna will give you everything. Just that his timing is different. His clock is different and our clock is different. We just have to have the patience. Something like that small child. Every day the small child used to go with the mother to the grocer. And the small child used to tell, Mother, can you please buy me some chocolate? Buy me some chocolate. And mother said, no, no. One day the owner of the grocery shop, he opened up the glass tin and said, "Here, take some chocolate. Don't worry about your mother. I am giving it to you free." And the boy said, "I don't want it." And the mother said, "Take it, take it." He said, "I don't want it." Finally, the uncle, the owner of the shop, he put his hand, took some chocolates and gave it to the boy. While going back home, his mother asked, "Why? Every day you were asking me chocolate, chocolate. Finally, the uncle offered you. Why didn't you take it?" He said, "If I would take it, my hands are too small. Only 2 chocolates will come." When uncle gave, he gave so many chocolates. That is how Krishna is. When he gives so much that you can't take it with your 2 hands. But we may want this, that, we may hanker for so many things. But finally, when Krishna blesses, he gives more than, we cannot even imagine. Today, the temple that we are coming up with is the largest project in South India after Mayapur TOEP. The largest temple right on the beach. So from your room, you can see the waves of the ocean. So yes, Krishna takes his own sweet time. So devotees have to wait. So yeah, community. When we want to have a beautiful community, there are 3 things Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, the 3 principles on which a community can stand. One is you have to have attachment to the name, Nama Ruchi, Vaishnav Seva and Jivadaya. When you do Harinam properly, then you are building yourself. When you do Vaishnav Seva, then you are building relationships. And then when you do Jivadaya, you are building community. So it starts by building yourself individually, and then, see, even when a temple starts, the temple doesn't start geographically on a land. It first starts in your heart, and then it manifests on the land. So we see even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, before starting the Gaudiya Math, he was chanting 192 rounds for 9 years every single day. And when Kunja Babu came and told Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, "Let us preach," he said, "Not now, I'm not ready." He did for 9 years continuously chanting. And at the end of it, he went to Calcutta searching for Kunja Babu and said, "Kunja Babu, now I'm ready. Let's register Gaudiya Math today." And that day evening he registered Gaudiya Math. So first we have to prepare ourselves. That is why you see in the Nectar of Instruction, Rupa Goswami first starts with the verse, Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, Jivva Vegam. First you have to correct yourself, control your mind, control your tongue, control your cravings. And then avoid those things. Atyahara prayashasa prajalpa niyamagraha. All that. And then he says 6 good things you accept. Utsaha, Nishtaya, Dhairya. See how he is also teaching us about building community. First controlling yourself, improving yourself, removing your enemies, adopting good qualities. And then he tells Vaishnava relationships. Dadati Pratignahati. The 4th slok, he says, develop relationship with Vaishnavas. And then in the next verse he says, don't judge Vaishnavas. And then he says also with which Vaishnava, how you should behave. With the new neophytes, you will lovingly say Hare Krishna. With a little senior, you will pay obeisances. With the very advanced devotees, you will actually serve them. So beautifully he takes us. So it's very, very important that we personally, individually keep our sadhana nicely. Then only a community will flourish. Sometimes we may hear 100 things about how to have a healthy community. But individually, if a devotee is not working on his own vices and virtues, he will not be able to contribute collectively to a community. See, because what happens? ISKCON is not a country club. ISKCON is not a Rotary Club, Lions Club, Chelsea Club. In other clubs, what happened is, when you become a member, you get things from the club. Free swimming pool, free basketball, free Coca-Cola, free this, free that, free this. But when you come to ISKCON, it's not about getting anything free. ISKCON doesn't give you, you give up things. You give up your ahankara, you give up your vices, you want to give something. So here the mentality is completely different. We have not come here to take anything. We have come here to be part of the community, to give ourselves, to give our seva. So when we work on our own sadhana, our mind gets purified. And when mind and heart is clean, then we can think clearly. When we can think clearly, then we will give the right translation and purport to situations. If we are not clear, we will give a wrong translation and purport to everything that happens in the community. This happened, that means this must be wrong, that must be wrong. We'll keep on complicating things. But when we are doing our sadhana properly, then our thinking is very, very clear. And it's very, very important to have wonderful Vaishnava relations. Because I tell you, dear devotees, at the end of it, all these people who are sitting here next to you, they are the ones who is going to be with you. When you lie down and you give up your body, they are the ones who are going to chant Hare Krishna in your ears. They are the ones who are inspiring you. They are the ones who are giving you association. They are the ones who are going to help you. Today, because we are in a community, our talents are used. Individually, what you will do? At home you can chant, but mind is so powerful, senses are so powerful, it takes you here and there. When you are in a community, you engage your senses. Make a garland, do some preaching, do some cleaning, right? And that way you engage your senses. So community gives you so much opportunity, right? So very, very important that we maintain nice cordial relationship. And Jivadaya, preaching also very, very important. So what happens, we have become endangered species. We are hardly there. What's our number? If you see the whole population of the world, even 1% is not a Krishna devotee. So we are already very few. Better to expand ourselves by preaching in a wonderful way. So when we preach, it's not a selfless service, it's a selfish service. When we preach, then we will enjoy that atmosphere. We will enjoy the association of devotees, right? So very important that we follow the 4 rules and regulations. We chant, do our sadhana properly, serve the Vaishnavas. See, the main problem is our subtle body, which is made up of mind, ego and intelligence. And mind can be controlled by our own sadhana, ego can be controlled by serving the Vaishnavas, and intelligence can be used in preaching. So that way we are doing 3 things: Namaruchi, Vaishnava Seva and Jiva Daya. And this is a principle Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives, to have a happy community. So dear devotees, to end it, since it's already long and I will pause for question, to remember how a community should be, I was just meditating on this temple hall, so beautiful, the chandelier, the CCTV, and I was thinking that community is also something like this. The floor of the community, the floor is a seva. Without floor, you cannot stand. You need the floor. Without seva, community does not exist. Our Krishna consciousness does not exist. If we love Krishna, we serve Krishna. What is the foundation? Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. What are these 4 walls? These are the 4 rules and regulations. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling. These are the 4 walls. See, what happens if there is no 4 walls? All this snow will come inside, the cool breeze will come inside. We are not protected. Similarly, these 4 walls are like 4 rules and regulations. We follow that, we are protected in Krishna consciousness. What are the paintings? These are the festivals. They bring color to us. What are these chandeliers? These are the Vaishnava qualities. They bring so much beauty to our temple. What are those CCTV cameras? They are like introspection. If you want to flourish in the community, you have to have your own introspection. What am I doing? Am I hypocrite, or what am I following? Am I following what I am speaking? All that, right? And what are this electricity? This is the enthusiasm that keeps the community going. What is the water connection? That is the holy name. If the community has to go on, you have to regularly chant the holy name. And the most important thing is, when a building is constructed, I don't know here, but in India, they will ask you to put termite spray. Otherwise, termites will come. You have to put spray. And that is, be away from Vaishnava Aparadh. Vaishnava Aparadh is like termite. The building may be very beautiful, but if you do Vaishnava Aparadh, the building will collapse slowly and steadily. You will never even know. Just like the termites, the way they work on the building. And what is the bricks? Is all of you, the individual devotees. And what is that garden that you have downstairs, beautiful? That are the newcomers. They add beauty to you. What is the cement? That's the love and care. That is Srimad Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. If the bricks have to be together, you need cement. If the devotees have to be active in Krishna consciousness, you need regular scriptural hearing. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Then the building becomes very strong. So these are all required for a beautiful building. The proper foundation, the painting, the chandeliers, the devotees, the bricks, the cement, the guru, sadhu, shastra, and then a beautiful community will be formed. Because and the fire extinguishers. Every building has a fire extinguisher. That is a forgiveness. In community, everybody will not be perfect. Actually, we are all imperfect. But together we are worshipping the perfect Krishna. That's why our lives are perfect. Otherwise, if there is no Krishna, then we'll always have some kind of fighting because we are all imperfect. So we have to forgive. Like Prabhupada used to say, when somebody told Prabhupada, this devotee is like this, how do we tolerate him? And Prabhupada said, just the way I am tolerating you. Sometimes we may think, I am tolerating this person, I am tolerating, but maybe people are just tolerating us. Maybe we just don't know. So we have to have those fire extinguishers, those forgiveness, those tolerance, those qualities we need to have, and then we can have a beautiful community. Because beautiful buildings can attract people to come to the temple, but beautiful relationships will keep the people in the temple and they will not allow the people to go away. So it's very, very important that we have wonderful qualities, nice cooperation among each other, be grateful. See, actually, of course, in India we sometimes become a little bit more easy because things we get so easy. Here you are, with so much difficulty in a different country, you are all practicing. In India sometimes we're taking it easy because it comes very easy, but we should be grateful. What we are getting so easily, I know somebody has really worked hard for this. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, for 11 years, he was not getting one authentic copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. What we are reading this morning, we were reading from Nectar of Devotion. Just to write that, Rupa Goswami took 18 years, which we just flip it like that and read 18 years. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, when he wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita, he was 95 years old. He was not able to see, he had to hold his eye like that, but he wrote it for us. Even Srila Prabhupada, lifetime in preparation. 1922 he met his Guru. 1933 he took initiation. 1944 he started back to Godhead. 1955 he took Vanaprastha. 1966 he started ISKCON. 1977 he left the body. 10 years did such a big preaching, and today we are all very easily getting the fruits of it, getting a nice community where we can meet on weekends. We should be grateful. We should have good qualities. We should be grateful for this community. We should appreciate each other. We should respect each other. We should forgive each other. We should tolerate each other. I always keep telling devotees, for a healthy body, you need a healthy mind. And for a healthy mind, please don't mind. Small things. It will keep happening. Please don't mind. Somebody said this, somebody said that. Leave it. It's a temporary world. Prabhupada said, right? Temporary inconveniences for a permanent home. Yes, different devotees, different habits, different style of talking, different idiosyncrasies. I am from India, she is from Bhopal, he is from somewhere. We have different things, but at the end of the day, we are a family under Srila Prabhupada. Our goal is same, to go back home, back to God. Srila Prabhupada is the architect of this whole beautiful community. We simply need to follow his blueprint. He's already given us a blueprint, proper sadhana, cordial relationships, and then we can go. We need each other. Alone we can't. Bhakti Vinod Thakur said in Kali Yuga, Ekaki amar nahi paye bal, Harinama Sankirtan. In Kali Yuga, Sanghe Shakti. Together we can do. Alone we can't. See, you see in the forest, the deers. When the deer is in group, the lion will not attack. When the deer stays back alone, munching on some nice green grass, then the lion will attack. When we are together, Maya cannot attack. We are alone, the lion Maya will attack us. So whether we are happy or not, whether sometimes we fight, sometimes we hug each other, we should stay together. Just like the porcupines. The porcupines, they stay together, even though they prick each other with the thorns. But they know if they go outside, they will die. They can't take the winter. So even though they are pricking each other, they'll stay together. So yes, it's not easy. When we stay in a devotee community, we'll have difference of opinion, we have so many things. But somehow if we stay together, then we can be protected from Maya. So I'll pause it here. I already spoke a long time. And now you must be all tired sitting down. If anybody has any suggestion, correction, question, or we can have some discussion, I'm open to that. Thank you so much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Gauradesh Nitai sevini Mataji ki jai. Gauradesh Samna Prabhu ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai.
Anybody has any question? Yes.
It was so wonderful to hear from you. I really liked what you said about healthy body, healthy mind, and don't mind them. How is this to be implemented? Because I am a very emotional person and I like to confront someone really close, but I know it gets into a lot of complications. How to not mind?
See,
Can you repeat the question? Because
I will repeat the question. So Mataji is asking that I said that for a healthy mind, please don't mind. But how do we do that? There may be people who are sensitive. You feel bad when somebody says something. So how do I not mind? So I'll tell you, when you have a higher purpose, then all these things become very small. See, if you don't have a big purpose in life, if you don't have anything big in life, then every small thing becomes big. But if you have some big goal in life, then all this will not matter. I'll tell you a very simple example. Let's say somebody called you and said, you have won a 5 million lottery ticket, you have won a 5 million prize. And you are speeding up, in the car. You have to go by 9 o'clock, you'll get the prize money. Meanwhile, what happened? Let's say somebody scratched your car or something happened. At that moment, you will think, yeah, this hurts. This guy has, banged my car. But more important is the 5 million, because I'll run out of time. I need to get that, right? So you feel bad, but you're still able to give it up because you have a big goal. So when we say we mind, why we mind, because our purpose is not clear. Our goal is not clear. If your goal is clear, all this thing becomes irrelevant, because you're so much that I want to go back home, back to Godhead in this lifetime. So then you'll be able to forgive people, even if they are not nice to you. But if our goal is not clear, see, if you fight every battle, then you will lose the war. You will lose the war. So that is why we read Bhagavatam every day, to remind ourselves that this is my bigger goal, this is my bigger goal, this is my bigger goal. So that is why it is said the biggest challenge is to keep the biggest challenge as the biggest challenge. What happens? The biggest challenge is to go back home, back to Godhead. And our biggest challenge is we are not able to keep that biggest challenge as our biggest challenge. We are doing so many small challenges. She said that and he said that and she said that. But most important is that we keep our goal clear. So when you have a purpose, you are able to tolerate. See, I'll tell you something. You are all sitting here. It's inconvenient. We started at 11 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock now. 2 hours. You want to get down, But if you have a purpose, then you can tolerate. Okay, fine, I'm hearing something. But if you're not hearing anything and I tell you just keep quiet and sit there, you can't. I'm inconvenient. So when you're getting something, you're ready to compromise, right? So that is why when your goal is clear that I want to go back home, back to Godhead, to Krishna, then you'll be able to tolerate people around you, right? And also that, every time that you feel, why should I tolerate, why should I, just remind yourself, because we want to go back home, back to Godhead. If you want to go, you need to tolerate. No, but it's not my mistake, it's his mistake. That's all right. Maybe he doesn't want to go back home, back to God. You want to go, then you compromise. See, sometimes you see somebody's mistake may be, 95.99 and your mistake may be 0.1%. He's the one who is with all the mistakes. It's not your mistake. That's all right. But your 0.1% is keeping you away from Krishna. Please don't work on his 99.9. That's not going to help you. Let's work on our 0.1%, because that's keeping us away from Krishna. So when our purpose is clear, it becomes easy to tolerate. Krishna becomes very happy when we tolerate. That's why you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He did not write so many books, but of the Sikshashtakam that he gave, he emphasized on Trinadapi, Sunichena, Taruriva, Shahishuna, Amanina, Manadena, Kirtanya Sadahari. Why must have he so much emphasized on that? That means, Mahaprabhu is also asking us that tolerate. Because this material world is like that. It's not that, someday there will be a situation where nobody will disturb you. They will always disturb you. Just like you go inside a coal mine in a beautiful white dress, how many % chances are there that there will be something black on your shirt? 100%. Similarly, when we are in material world, you can never imagine that nobody will tell you anything. 100% people will hurt you. 100% guarantee. 100% you will be miserable. 100% problems will happen. So we should not be worried whether problems will happen or not, people will hurt or not. What we need to prepare ourselves is when people hurt, how am I supposed to respond to that? What am I supposed to do? People are going to do that. So what are you supposed to do? At that time, if you keep remembering your goal, you will be able to tolerate little. Tolerate you have to. Pain, it will be painful. It will be a little less painful because you know that, okay, I'm going to get something, right? See, sometimes, you are squeezed, in a particular situation. But if you're going to get something at the end of it, you don't mind. A little inconvenience, right? Sometimes it happens, when some VIPs or some gurus come and all, we are like in this crammed room and everybody's, but we are still happy. It's all right, at the end of it I'll get darshan or I'll get this or I'll get that sweet. That's how life is. If you keep on thinking of your goal, you won't feel that bad. Got it? It doesn't make sense? So you have to keep reminding yourself. You have to keep reminding yourself of the goal. Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking, what would be the ceiling for this?
The ceiling, it's Guru. Spiritual master. Guru Sadhu Shastra is the base. Guru Sadhu Shastra, and also our immediate mentors. Our immediate mentors, who are mentoring us on a regular basis, will be the roof.
Okay, I was thinking maybe being purpose and our ceiling.
Okay. So did you like that analogy? Okay. Yeah. Anybody else has any other question? Yes.
Hare Krishna, as usual, class was really great, and that was you gave the examples very nice, and thank you for sharing your journey. Like you said, it's not easy to come into Krishna conscious movement, and just as we are living in the material world with all the negative environment around us, and how do we make our family to come into Krishna conscious movement, because they want to commit, but because of the friends, because of the family members, they are hesitating, maybe they are not accepting it to come into Krishna conscious movement. So how do we?
Yeah, so your question is that, how do I make my family members come to Krishna consciousness? So there are two things here. You can try by giving them prasadam, by giving them books and all, but sometimes it doesn't work. You have given them Prabhupada books, they're not interested. You ask them to come to temple, they don't like it. You play Hare Krishna, they don't want to do that. So how do you do with that kind of people? So see what happens, one thing that we should understand is, everybody comes with a baggage of previous karmas, previous svabhavas, how much sukruti they have accumulated. Not everybody is fortunate to get Krishna consciousness. Sometimes you see, even in our house, sometimes children are in deep sleep. You wake them up, they will not wake up. But when they're almost done with the sleep, and you say one time, hey, Hare Krishna, and they'll get up. So sometimes, some people around us, they are in deep sleep. For so many years, we have forgotten Krishna. There are so many layers and layers and layers. It takes a little bit time to clean up those layers. So we need to be a little bit patient with them. So we keep trying and we keep trying. But if it doesn't work also, we keep patient and we pray for them instead. So every day we chant 16 rounds, maybe we can chant 17 or 20, 4 rounds extra for them, so that maybe one day Krishna will bless them. The other most powerful way of preaching is, sometimes it says that, preach whole day, speak only if required. That is also one kind of a preaching, where you don't say anything, but just the way you carry yourself, just the way you behave, just the way you interact with them. They start asking you, what are you doing? Where is this place you're going? You have changed so much. You used to get angry before, now you're so sweet, you're so nice. So just by our behavior also we can do a mega preaching. And they may like to come to Hare Krishna because they see that difference in you. So yes, We can keep trying by our behavior, by our, by Prabhupada books, by prasadam, by praying for them. At the same time, just leave it on Krishna. When the right time comes, maybe Krishna. See, the fact that we have tried giving them a book, we have given them Krishna prasadam, we have opened their spiritual bank account. Now, whether they will make a deposit this lifetime or next lifetime, we don't know. But at least the account is open, the KYC is done, the details have been submitted to the bank. Now, whether they deposit or not, it's up to them. Right? We have to have patience. Yes, anybody else has any other question? Yes. Yeah, he has a question. Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. I was thinking that when we say that we should respect or give chance to others, so when we don't get appreciation, when we don't get recognition, sometimes we feel that we become cold-hearted or we become insensitive to others, that we give up thinking about others or caring about others. So what to do and how we can maintain the sensitivity or caring nature while not getting recognition or get somebody who is not listening.
So your question is, sometimes when we don't get appreciation for a prolonged period of time, we don't get love and affection, then we become hard-hearted. So how do we pass it on to others, something that we ourselves are not getting? See, this material world is a very tough place, right? Not everybody has that privilege to get all that love and affection in the world. Sometimes yes, we may get, sometimes no. That is why we should not make the people of this world as our source of happiness. We should make Krishna as a source of our happiness. So when we are not getting that affection from people, we take shelter of Krishna. We read Bhagavatam, we read scriptures. What about Ambarish Maharaj? For no fault of his also, he was treated so badly with Durvasa Muni, right? But he did not become cold-hearted, is it not? He still prayed back, right? See, sometimes, even if you're not getting, but if you keep giving, ultimately things will change. This is something like, I have a ball and I bounce it on that wall. What will happen after some time? When I bounce it, again the ball will come back to me. So whatever vibrations you give out, it will come back to you ultimately. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time. Just be patient and keep loving. There's nothing that love can't change in this world. But only thing, we need to have patience. I've seen personally in my life also, there were some people, particularly one person, no matter what I do, the person is not happy with me. No matter whatever I do, I try my best to make the person happy. Then what I started doing is, I started praying for that person, and not only praying, I started asking forgiveness. Now you may say, if I do a mistake, I will ask forgiveness. I haven't done anything, for what I should ask forgiveness? You know what I do? Not physically going and asking forgiveness. I used to ask forgiveness from his soul. Because you know what I'm feeling? Maybe something I must have done in my previous life. He's just giving me back. He's just giving me back that. I must have done this cold-hearted treatment with him in my last life. I don't remember it now. And now in this life I'm thinking, I'm so nice, I'm so sweet. And look at this person, he's not even responding to me nicely. But I have forgotten what has happened in the previous life. So what I started doing is, every day in the morning and in the night before sleeping, just asking forgiveness from his soul. I don't know what way I may have hurt you in my previous life. Please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me. And I saw that in 4 months, there was a lot of change. And that person who was not even interested to talk was coming and smiling and talking, because so much love has gone, that there is no way the person can hate you. So sometimes I'm not saying it will always work. Sometimes you have to have patience also, But ultimately, I tell you, Jiva Goswami says, all these good people in this world are forced to behave badly with me because of my karma. Nobody can behave badly with us. There's no chance. Our karma is very powerful. But if we have done something in the past, people are forced to behave badly with us because of our karma. So instead of blaming others, we just have to understand that I must have done something wrong. I ask forgiveness and I wait patiently and I keep giving love and I keep giving love, and it has to come back. It has to come back. It cannot go anywhere. I don't know if you have seen in Visakhapatnam, we have this ocean, and what I like, sometimes I just take some rose or some stick and throw it on the waves. You know what? It comes back to me. It cannot go. It will come back. It will come back. This is how it is. You keep giving love to people, it has to come back. Just like what you have thrown in the ocean comes back, whatever vibrations, whatever you have thrown on people, it will ultimately come back to you. So just wait for that good time. It's just taking a little time, but you keep giving love and it will come back to you. Okay, he had a question.
As devotees, of course, as you mentioned, that we are supposed to preach and we are preaching that we should have control on the tongue or not be very angry. And but what I see for me, it's good to preach, but I feel sometimes there is duplicity that we say something, but in the end we don't apply. We're not able to apply. We have a desire to apply, but not able to apply, adopt those things in our real life. How can we get out of this duplicity? Because sometimes then I feel demotivated to preach because I'm like, I see I'm not able to adapt it in my life, so why should I preach?
Right, that's a very good question. Your question is that sometimes we are talking about certain things which we ourselves are not following. So let's say we give a class and we talk about something, but then I'm still practicing, I'm still struggling to follow it myself. So is it duplicity or sometimes you have a guilty feeling whether I should preach or I should stop preaching because I'm not doing it. So the thing is like this, we are all practicing sadhakas. We are not complete devotees. But I tell you something, if you stop preaching, then we become more worse. At least when you are preaching with that feeling that I need to get better myself, that will help you. But if you completely stop preaching also, then you will anyway say, I don't feel guilty, I'm not following, I'm not talking about it also. So there ends the matter. See, the human tendency is to get appreciation from everybody. That's a psychological nature. That's why you see in the previous, if you read the history also, in those days when they used to wake up the king, the soldiers will come. Our king has conquered so many kingdoms. Our king is great. And amongst all that, the king will get up. So we will think like, why all that praise for him and all that? Why they used to do that is just to keep them more active. That look, this is your lineage. This is what you have been done so many years. You have to continue that. Just to motivate them. So like that, we also like it, right? When somebody appreciates us, when we do good. So instead of just trying to take false appreciation, let's start working on it. Okay, I will work on it. Whatever I'm talking about, I will also work on it. So that so we see this positive thing is very good. If we don't positively reinforce these things, like keep on telling ourselves, then we will go into different direction. So we can keep telling ourselves, and yeah, I'll do it. Aaj nahi kiya, today I could not do, but I'm working on it. I will do it one day. And positively we can go in. And then also positively tell others also. Even if you see apparently that somebody is not that great, but if you keep on appreciating the person, one day he may actually become great. In fact, I was reading in one newspaper that in Africa, there is one particular tribe. When a person does something wrong, you know what the tribal people do? They don't punish the person. They take that person, they tie him to a pillar with a rope, and for 4 days and morning and night, everybody of that tribe comes and tells him how great you were. When you were 4-year-old, how nice boy you were. You helped me like that. When you were 7 years old, you did that. So they make a rota, and the elders of that tribe come and keep on praising him, praising him, praising. After 4 days of hearing praise, they will remove him, punishment over. By that time, he's so guilty that what I was and what I became, I was such a wonderful person. Everybody spoke about me like that. So this is a thing, So when we keep on talking positive things, hearing positive things, yes, it will happen one day. Let's not leave the hope. You have a follow-up question with that?
Yes, could you recommend the top list 1 or 3 things that we can do to develop those passion qualities that we are preaching? Especially about speaking and control on anger and speaking towards someone like this.
I know, when you say this, I'm just reminded of this one man who wrote a book on how to control anger. And it was a best-selling book. HG Nitai ki jai, Shri Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Bhagwan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So he wrote this best-selling book on how to control anger. And then wherever he go, people were appreciating him so much. But one day after a seminar on anger control, Somebody in the back said that, you are taking all this name and fame on your name, but actually this book is copied. I know from whom you have copied, this is not your original book. So he says, no, I haven't copied. And then this guy insists, says, I haven't copied. And he says, I haven't copied it. Okay, do you understand that? But you said you were not going to get angry. You're getting angry. And he had written a book on how not to get angry. And he said, look, this is what I wanted to prove to the people. Thank you so much. And then he got angry. Whereas he wrote a book on how not to get angry. So yes, what should we do to bring those things in practice, which we are hearing on a regular basis? By practicing. You can, by practicing regularly, abhyasa. As Krishna tells, when Arjuna asks Krishna, how do I do it? This looks like impossible, controlling my mind. And Krishna says, by abhyasa. So yeah, in bits and pieces, like instead of having big goals, I'll never be angry, you can at least try saying that I won't be angry for coming 2 days, or I won't do, like in bits and pieces. I remember my younger sister was very short-tempered, and my mother used to never tell her that don't get angry, but my mother used to tell, don't get angry in the morning, as soon as you get up you shouldn't get angry, that's not correct. And then don't get angry in the night, before sleeping, if you get angry, you see, you lose all your good qualities. You should not get angry when you go out of the house. You should not get angry when you come inside. You just stepped inside. You're not supposed to get angry. Hey, evening, you should not get angry. Lord Shiva goes, with his dutas. Oh my God, it's like, when do I get angry then? She's like, this. So like that, you can make a rule for yourself. Just like we do something like Damodar Maas and Chatur Maas. I don't take spinach for 1 month. I don't do this. Like that, we do it. Like even psychologists say that whatever you do for 21 days becomes your habit. So we can start taking small vows, this 21 days I'm not getting angry, that's it, but I used to do it with my parents, like when my mother used to read from Bhagavatam, instead of simply reading Bhagavatam, what we used to do now, we used to take certain quality and then in our kitchen on the tiles we used to write it down. So let's say we spoke about Mother Devahuti's patience. So my mother used to write down patience, and 1 week everybody has to follow that, 1 or 2 weeks. So it used to be really funny, because in case if my father comes and starts getting like, hey, I'm getting late to my, where is my bread, where is my sandwich? And I used to say, Mama, he's not being patient with you. Oh, yeah, I am supposed to be patient. So like that, we used to keep reminding each other. And we used to do that for a whole 10 days. And sometimes at the end of it, my father used to get frustrated and I said, my mother's name was Geeta. I said, Geeta, can you now change that from patience to something else? It's enough now. And then some other quality. So we were actually trying to practice it in our life instead of simply reading Bhagavatam. Take one particular quality from Devahuti, from Draupadi, from Sukanya, from somebody, put it right there on your phone, on your desktop, everywhere, and then keep, trying. So let's say you tried one week patience. So every time that you talk to somebody like, am I being patient? Am I being patient? Am I being patient? Keep trying it, and then slowly it will become your nature. Like, I did that with our congregation devotees in Vishakhapatnam. Last year for New Year, I made them do a resolution. 1 month, they're going to write down every day 5 qualities, or rather 5 people whom they're grateful for. And that 5 people can be anybody. Liftman, security guard, your maid who helps you at home, your brother, uncle, anybody. But every day 5 people, compulsory. And at the end of the month, they said, oh my God, because every day they have to write down. So anybody, they were looking like, what am I grateful? Oh, I'm grateful that you were sitting for my class last 2 hours. Yeah, I'm grateful. And they started being grateful to everybody. So it became a habit. And now even if the exercise is over, they got a habit now to see good in everybody, good in everybody, good in everybody. So we have to consciously practice. This is not something that's going to, because I heard the lecture on controlling anger 10 hours, that's not going to help. But yeah, of course, if you keep hearing that also, it's some kind of a subtle reinforcement. But your point is consciousness. That's why our society is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Everything you have to do consciously. Consciously give up bad habits, consciously work on good habits, consciously remember Krishna. Right?
Just last follow-up. I heard from Prabhupada, one of his lectures, where he said, if you chant the holy name consciously properly, then all the Vaishnav qualities will develop or emerge inside. I mean, it's good to hear, but practically does not happen.
Yeah, because our chanting is also not that pure, right? that chanting, if we do on that pure level, everything will, automatically manifest. But we are still sadhakas and we are still practicing.
Consciously practice.
We have to, we cannot outsource it to Krishna. You take care of it. We also have to work on it consciously. Everything can't be outsourced to Krishna. That's the verse, yeah. Yeah, so we have to consciously practice in that. Okay, that's it.
But I have a
Yeah.
thank you so much, Mataji, for this wonderful session and answering all the questions. My question is about the culture of feedback. So, just please give some of your insights and guidance about how the devotees should give feedback. Because sometimes we have seen that we have not a proper culture of feedback and we offend the other person. So purpose of feedback should be to improve the other person. But sometimes we give the feedback in such a way that it becomes a character assassination, or it becomes like that he's faulty, he has all the problems. So we give the feedback in open with everybody. So how to do the culture of feedback?
I know, like Prabhupada said, right, that you correct in private and you appreciate in public. So, in fact, once there was some guests going to come to meet Prabhupada at ISKCON Vrindavan guest house. And Prabhupada, they were very VIP, important guests, and Prabhupada was personally seeing if all the arrangements had been done properly or not. So the carpets was a little bit turned like this. So Prabhupada got very angry, and he was telling them, that much you don't understand, this has to be like this. He shouted, and then you people are useless, useless, like that he was saying. And then he scolded and all. After that, the VIP guest came. And when the VIP guest came, and they were very happy with the arrangements, and then Prabhupada was saying, oh, it is because of this, this devotee, he's such a wonderful person. And he was thinking, just 2 minutes back, he called me useless and all, but now he's appreciative. But that's the beauty about Prabhupada. So, yeah, privately chastised, corrected. Publicly he's appreciated. So, that's how a devotee should know when to speak, what to speak, how to speak, how much to speak, in what proportion to speak. It's so important. See, like we were talking about anger just now. Anger is not bad, but if anger is done out of proportion, sometimes anger is good, right? If somebody is doing some mistake, you have to show a little bit anger. See, I run a school in India, and I have some 400 children. Sometimes I have to show them anger. Hey, what are you doing? Don't make noise. And I'm the principal of this school. I have to sufficiently, show my. But at the right time, the right person, for the right reason, in the right proportion, all that has to be right. So even the feedback, it has to be given at the right time. See the right time, what is the situation, in the right proportion, with the right language. All that, if it is done in a proper way, then it shouldn't feel so bad. So that is why even in Bhagavatam class, even if somebody has spoken well or not, you'll always say, the class was so wonderful. That's the way you start. And then you can ask, like you want to ask something. So yeah, Prabhupada always say, like, first you appreciate. See, if you don't appreciate somebody and you just immediately start, see what happens. See, I run a school in India, and we have this parent-teacher meeting, it's called PTM, which happens once in a month. So the parents come, they interact with the teachers, and they ask feedback. How is my child? Some teachers, when they're not trained properly, they will go bland, like directly blunt. Your child is hopeless, not doing homework, not coming on time, not punctual, school dress is not ironed, this, that. And the parents get so upset. Then when they're driving back home, nowadays in India, even the ladies have started working. So the first thing husband will say, see, I told you not to work outside, now nobody's taking care of the child, now the complaint is coming. Now the wife gets angry also. What about you? Why can't you stop working and you take care of the child? And both of them will fight. At the end of 2 hours of fighting, they'll say, actually this school is only hopeless, let's change the school and put in some other school. And that is okay for both, because somehow now they have to sort out their fighting, right? Because both are upset. And yeah, that's it, let's change the school, So, and it's a loss for me, it's my business, So what I do now, I tell the teachers, never give the correction like that, bluntly. So now the teachers, I've taught them a way. They'll say, actually your child is so wonderful, such a pleasure to have him in my class. He's an asset. Actually, he has many good qualities. So the moment all that praise comes, both husband and wife will look at each other. Look how they are praising. And now what has happened? They have opened their heart. And at the end of it, but But actually, if possible, this also if they do, that would be so nice. And they go with such positive thing that actually everything is wonderful. But in that but, everything we have covered. But is not doing homework, but is not coming time, but is not doing. But already we said so many nice things, so they opened up them. But if you start with negative, immediately first thing they will do is they will construct a wall. Now whatever you say, they will bounce it back. And now whatever corrections you give, instead of taking the correction positively, they will think, you are telling all that. What about you? You yourself are like that and you are giving me correction. So all that you will start bouncing on that person. Now you will construct a wall. So we should not allow that. So whenever we really want to give feedback to somebody, right body language, right time, right situation. And the point of giving feedback is not to show somebody that how smart I am. The point is to help the other person improve. So there are ways to do it in a that is why you see in Bhagavad Gita, what is that verse in the 17th chapter, that whenever you open your mouth, check yourself whether whatever I am speaking is truthful, whatever I am speaking is helpful, whatever I am speaking is inspiring to others, whatever this word THINK, think. T, is it truthful? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? K, is it kind? What am I speaking is kind to others, or am I being think before you talk. So when we give feedback also, we should be very careful. And then Prabhupada always said that constructive criticism, not just for the heck of it. Also Prabhupada said if you can do better, then you talk. Otherwise, it's very easy to sit and, take out faults. See, everybody can become a commentator. Somebody is playing cricket, why like that? You should have put bat like this, 6, it would have been 6-4. But that's not the thing. The person who is playing cricket knows what's happening right now. You may comment on the mic, this is better, that was better. But he is on the pitch and he knows what's happening. So yes. So devotees should be very careful, should not make Vaishnava aparadh in the name of giving correction. We should be very careful how we deal with devotees. Devotees are Vaikuntha Priya. They are so dear to the Lord. When we hurt the devotees, we are hurting the Lord himself. So we should be very, very clear, very, very careful. Okay? That makes sense?
Thank you so much, Mother. Thank you. Very enlightening, very helpful.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
I don't have any questions, but I just want to share something that I'm very, very happy to see you and have you here because you're directly from my hometown, Visakhapatnam. And I'm so, really, I can't put my words properly. And I think all my questions are already answered by you. I think I have almost the same questions from the other people as well. That's it, Mataji. I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Just one follow-up question. You say they send out good vibes to a soul. It will reach because we're not powerful.
We are not powerful, but the universe is very powerful and the universe works on that principle. So even if we are not powerful, when we keep on praying for others, when we keep on passing that positive vibes, that's an energy. The energy has to travel, it has to go somewhere, right? So definitely it will reach that a person, and when we pray for others, when we pass positive vibration, Krishna is seeing that and Krishna appreciates that. So definitely will reach that person and things will change. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mother. Thank you.
Any extreme question is there? Okay. How many you said, 1 minute, I have a question. How many you said you can improve your spiritual life? You want to improve? Approach it a little this. So how many say you want to improve your spiritual, whatever it is? Let's say if you are chanting 1 round, chant 2 rounds, 16 hours, more seva, more something. Okay, all are agreeing? Okay, fine. Now, now I already told you the relationship with the devotees. I gave you the nice example, right? That if somebody thinks that, okay, I should marry this boy, so you have to tolerate that particular situation of that family. So if this is spiritual family, even that there is a shortcoming, you have to tolerate the shortcomings to take the association for your spiritual good. Is it clear? Is it clear?
I want to show them
Ah,
ISKCON Vizag.
Is there a laptop we can connect or how we can?
Oh, YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube is
Can
there.
we put in the YouTube?
Just say the ISKCON Visakhapatnam construction update, 23, something like that. Then after that we will have one bhajan. We can end with some bhajan. We'll have one more bhajan after that.
And prasadam is at 2 o'clock, so we can have bhajan and then it is the right time also for the prasadam. So wonderful. Mahaprasadam from Sri Gauradesh.
Right is on. Type there is called Visakhapatnam. Otherwise you can just
This one हो गया now we come to
ISKCON Visakhapatnam. Construction update. Space. Construction update.
Oh yes. Maybe you can see, maybe you can show.
No, it's not there. It has to come Visakhapatnam. It's called Visakhapatnam, you have to do. Yeah.
ISKCON construction is ISKCON you put Visakhapatnam. What you can do, take one bhajan and in between that. Huh? You make ready, I'll do only one bhajan.
Let us start.
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Shri Govinda Gopi Natha Madana Maha Shri Govinda Gopi Natha Madana Maha Shri Siddhamati Jaya Jaya Dhanu Gosaga Siddhamati Jaya Jaya Dhanu Gosaga Jaya Vishabhanu Jaya Kirtida Sundari Jaya Vishabhanu Jaya Jaya Vishabhanu Jaya Kirtida Sundari Jaya Vishabhanu Jaya Kirtida Sundari Jaya Purnamasi Jaya Viranagari Jaya Purnamasi Jaya Viranagari Jaya Jaya Gopishara Vrindavana Maan 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 Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Sudhindra Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Sudhindra Jaya Rama Ghattu Jaya Rohini Nandana 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 Jaya Jaya Vrindavana Siddhata Jaya Jaya Vrindavana Siddhata Jaya Jaya Jijapati Jaya Nagapati Jaya Jaya Jijapati Bhakti Tera Hara Jaya Govinda Chara Bhakti Tera Hara Jaya Govinda Chara Sirasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radha Shyam Sirasa Jaya Jaya Rasa Lila Sarvamangala Jaya Jaya Rasa Lila Sarvamangala Jaya Jaya Uja Rasa Sarva Rasa Jaya Jaya Bharakiya Bhaveta Bhavete Puta Bharakiya Bhaveta Bhavete Puta Srijanna Gopal Padma Puri Asmaran Srijanna Krishna Krishna Dase Kahe Namo Sankirtan Krishna Krishna Dase Kahe Namo Sankirtan Hari Hare Namo Krishna Tadvaya Hari Hare Namo Krishna Tadvaya Gopal Govinda Nam Srimad Gopal Govinda Nam Srimad Shri Hari Gopinath Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita Shiro Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath Nitai Go Shitananta
We can start now, please.
Yeah. Dinanath Prabhu, volume volume कम कर म्यूट ही कर लीजिए I wanted to say something. So you see that's the basement. That's where we have Bhagavatam classes. So there are two basements there. On the first floor is the temple. This is the admin block for offices and Govinda's restaurant. And you see this big building that is having 100 rooms, guest house. And you see that shed on the right side, that's a temporary makeshift temple. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is a temporary makeshift temple. And this whole area is around 3.5 acres. That's a Pushkarini, you see that? Small Pushkarini there. It says Kaliya Krishna. And when we initially started the project, this whole area was like a forest. There was no buildings and nothing. And you just see opposite road, just opposite to the road, the beach, that is 8 acres. That is ISKCON private beach.
Oh, ISKCON private.
Private beach.
First time I heard ISKCON private beach.
So we recently, processing it from the forest department. And, yeah, you see that ocean? Yeah, that's the whole ISKCON private beach. Yeah.
Wow.
So we can't construct anything there. It's a forest area. We have limitations, but we are planning to make a Dasavatar garden, some gazebos, Prabhupada Japa Kutirs, and in future there will be Bhaktivedanta Kalakshetra, where every Saturday, Sunday some drama programs will happen.
But does that mean private beach?
It's nobody can, only ISKCON devotees, only we can use it. It's an ISKCON private. And you see that up there, that's a sea view deck. You can sit there and chant japa, looking at the ocean. Below that is the gift shops, matchless gifts on either sides. 2027 February, we are going to open this project. Still some more work is going on. I wanted to show you this because I told you the story of how this came up. This is the temple hall inside. The center deities will be Radha Damodar and Lalita Vishaka. On one side will be Gaur Nitai and Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. We also have Jagannath. We have Jagannath now. We also have a farm now. Jagannath will be going to the farm. This is completely made with marble, white marble. So it's like one side in the back you have hills, and on the opposite side you have the ocean, and the temple is right in between. So next time you come to India, you can plan and come and visit us at Visakhapatnam. We are closer to Puri. From Jagannath Puri, it's a 6 hours drive down south. And it's also connected to all the airports, direct flights from major cities in India, Bombay, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad. So you can come and see us there. We have a nice guest house. Yeah, and then from here, Simhachalam is just 20 minutes, 25 minutes maximum.
Not even that much.
Not even that, maximum 20 minutes. Yeah.
Maximum 20.
So this is a temple. Behind us is Simhachalam, and this side is Balaji. You know Balaji? Tirupati. Yeah, so we have a Balaji temple on this side. So it's like a temple area now. Yeah, this is like a prasadam hall, like a Bhagavatam class, Kalyan Mandapam, which we call. These are the admin blocks for having meetings and small programs like Upanayanam or some kind of birthdays or something.
You know, already requests coming for performing his marriages.
Yeah, it's open. Like devotees do marriages there. We already started the hall. Already 2-3 marriages happened. Sure.
They're asking also about guest houses maybe.
Yeah, guest house also. We have around 100 rooms. That's a guest house in the back, the long building.
So it's already open.
Yeah, guest house is completely open.
Guest house ready.
Yeah. You can actually book the rooms and. Yeah, you can. UPI number, yeah.
I'll tell you the name of the temple. Can you just type it? Ram Narayanam.
This is how it looks in the night.
Wow.
What is that mark is on the left side of the temple?
That's an administration block. So there is Govinda's restaurant, 2 floors, and then there are top offices. On the top, you see the terrace. We have the red carpet. That's a candlelight dinner area. We have live bhajans and candlelight prasadam. Oh, thank you so much.
I think Govinda is very interesting for everyone.
I would like to, if you can give me details, I'm going to send you a receipt. How do we do it? Would you take my number? And then send it. So, Srila Prabhupada had come here in 1972 February. Oh, you can see that, the candlelight dinner area. You can see that? That's the candlelight dinner area. So, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came twice. Bhaktivinoda Thakur came. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So, very special place, Simhachalam. There's a beautiful Nrsimhadev deity. But the deity is covered all year round with chandan. Only once in a year they will remove the chandan on Akshaya Tritiya day. So this deity was self-manifested deity. Prahlad Maharaj, before going back home, back to Godhead, he asked Nrsimhadev, I want to see that form which killed my uncle, Hiranyaksha. So Nrsimhadev showed him the form of Varaha and Narasimha combined. So it's Varaha Lakshmi Narasimha Swami. Just this much. But he's so much burning, so much fire coming out. So they put chandan whole year round. And on Akshaya Tritiya Day, they remove the chandan. And you can see that. Yeah, we have seen lakhs of people stand in line just to see that glimpsing. In fact, we also tried to bring some chandan of that. Let me see if it's there in my, and I can give a little bit chandan to everyone.
Also, it's very beautiful. They call it some
Simhachalam.
Yeah, but they say it feels like that. I've been there some years ago, but then I'm Temple.
This was it. That's it. We can close it.
So thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for your very experience in learning, experience in class. Because you just not give a theoretical knowledge about the congregation building and unity of congregation through qualities of devotee. You practically showed, demonstrated by yourself with so many projects, and also this last big project you are doing. So very thankful to you. Prabhuji says that if we take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, then there is no fear. Abhay charnar vindare, bhajao re man, Sri Nanda Nandan, Abhay charnar vindare. So we have to follow this. And I want to say 1 or 2 points from Mataji's class that for building community of love, always think about the highest goal. If we think about the highest goal, that we have to go back to Godhead. We have to go to the Param Dham, to our eternal home. Then we can bear, we can tolerate, and we can forgive. So this is one lesson, and we can build a community of love with this feeling. And service is foundation. Seva is foundation. When we love Krishna, when we do service, then Krishna also reciprocate with us, and Krishna also want to serve us. So this is also, Krishna is not, he is also serving the devotees. And have patience, and Krishna will bless you in abundance. So keep giving love, it will come back to you. So Hari Bo! So let us chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra full. And we request them that they not only this time, they come again and again, because Mataji started her Krishna conscious journey 1998 from she visited Gauradesh Temple with Samba Prabhu before going to US. So now we request them that they keep on coming again and again. And this is the 30th year of the HG Nitai installation, and they have come in a very auspicious time when we are going to celebrate 30th year. And please, Mataji, Prabhuji, please come again. Please visit every year us, and don't forget, we need your blessings and your association. And yes, this class we have a lot of takeaways. Dear devotees, please chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So we have brought Simhachalam Nrsimhadev Prasadam.
Yes, we will distribute.
Yeah, we can distribute it.
And everybody will get prasadam. So please, we have also, backyard. Those who are new, we have a backyard. You can take places there. There are benches there. Kirtan hall. Okay, wonderful. Yes, there is a nice arrangement in the Kirtan hall. We will serve there. Yes.
One last thing, how many of you want Nitya Sevini Mataji and Samba Prabhu next year also in Gauradesh?
Everyone.
Please keep us in your prayers. Okay, close it here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sometime you please come to Netherlands also. Our
Not very
small
far from here.
community is there.
Came from Netherlands?
Yeah. He came from Eindhoven, yes, he is right.